Ronald. Oh, Ronald. We're loading. It's more Professor... The story so far. Oh, good. I am quite dim, so... In the course for their search, the professor begins to suspect Tom might not be human, but canine. It was incredibly obvious to anyone paying even the slightest bit of attention. The realization reminds the pair of a girl they saw who was holding a dog. Time to solve the mystery, gang? Well, frankly, we're not entirely sure what the mystery is. There's supposedly a box that murders people when you open it, but that's all we've learned so far. It has something to do with a train? In order to confirm his suspicions, the professor and Luke set out to search the train for the girl. That's it. Talk to the mysterious girl. All right, but where is she? That's not her. Though you'd be forgiven for thinking it could be. Oh, well, there she is. Another case solved. Guy has been a mod for 5 years. Hold on, let me increase the size of chat up there. Bit stretched out, but you know, will live. It's a snazzy place to put the chat. Ahem. State of play is Tuesday. Anything cool get announced? You tell me Thursday. Nice. Kaida, 5 years being a mod, and also like my wife. Not quite 5 years, but 4 years. So happy modiversary. Now then, let's speak to this small child with a dog. A cutscene.
Excuse me.
Hey, it's you!
Luke, you just let that happen.
Suspicion that it was you who was tailing us.
Who is this?
Laura,
oh,
what you
was she in the first game?
I'm sorry.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, you see, I just didn't want to be all alone again.
Why did she record her lines 9 rooms away from the microphone?
What lies ahead could be dangerous.
Huh?
Yeah, I think Flora was in the first game. Wasn't she the girl
You have to be extra careful.
from the first game? Like that they built the town for and everything? Golden Apple and all that? It's been a minute since I played the first game, so... We still haven't found Liam O'Brien yet. We'll live. I wish it wasn't quite so scrunched, this chat. Like, I had to make it that size to fit in that space up there, but... it perturbs me a hair. You'll live. It's only for the DS streams anyway. Of course, the dog we saw earlier. Quick, grab him. Oh, he's got a tiny little sweater and a huge nose. Yep. To think we were chasing after a dog all along. It was the most obvious thing in the world, my guy. Right you are, Luke. Now, let's get him back to his owner. We're still in Chapter 1? I believe so. Do you mind if I tag along with you? Of course not. Come along now. Flora's traveling with you. Check who's traveling with you at the top screen. The professor, Luke, and Flora decide to return Tom to his owner, Babette. Oh, down here. Yeah, the dog's following me. All right. No puzzles out here? Would not appear so. All right. Leave the dog's nose alone. It has a comedically large nose, okay? Practically a beak on that dog. You've heard of a schnauzer. This guy's a schnauzer. You beat Puzzle Quest. Ah, nice. I start Scribblenauts tomorrow. Oh my god. I got all the achievements in Scribblenauts and it made me never want to play Scribblenauts again. It was so tedious getting all the frickin' achievements in that game. Oh, it's a miracle. You're all right, my sweet little Tommy Wommy. I've missed you so, my baby, my boy. Yep. Hey, she's Tom. You just know Chelmsy. Chelmy? You just know Chelmy talks that way. Just looking at him, you're like, oh, this guy absolutely talks like this. We were under the impression we were searching for a boy, not a mutt with a fancy haircut. How dare you compare my darling Tommykins to a common street mongrel? Lost dogs are no matter for Scotland Yard. Next time he goes missing, find him yourself. Like, say what you want about character design, but one look at this dude and you're like, I know everything about his personality, his demeanor, his attitude. Blimey, some folks have an ounce of sense. Come on, Barton, we've got real cases to solve. The same with this dude, so, you know, on point character design. Thursday be another wheel spin? Absolutely. There's no way Nancy Drew's taking more than 2 streams. Even my dumbass can't be that possibly thick. Yes, sir, Inspector. Don't walk away from me. I want to have a word with you about your atrocious manners. Well, enough of that. Welcome back, sweetie. Where did my little Tommykins run off to today? Such a darling, I feared someone might have kidnapped him and held him for ransom. Summer Games Fest is Friday? Correct. Maybe we should keep Flora's involvement in Tommy's disappearance to ourselves. Good idea, my boy. Eep. I gotta look it up because they're not telling me. Flora was definitely from the first game, right? Layton, Flora. Flora Reinhold is the protagonist of the first trilogy of the series. She's the only child of Baron Augustus Reinhold and Lady Violet Reinhold, as well as the heiress to the fortune and the town of Saint Mystère. Yeah, she was the girl from the first game that the town was like built for and everything. I believe a reward is in order. I know it's quite generous, but I insist. A new hamster toy. Whoa, slow down. I hear we'll be making a stop in a quaint village by the name of Dropstone. Or Dropston, if you prefer. Ronflex staring into your soul. Oh, he always does that. He's using his powers to stare both at me and you. Isn't that right, Ronnie boy? How much longer until we get there, Professor? I'm not entirely sure. Why don't we rest until we get there? That should make the time pass faster. Yes, well, probably the lowest stakes mystery in this entire game. Figured out. He always stares into my soul. Right, but for DS games, he's using his infinite power of omnipresence to also stare into your soul. He sees everything, you see. The Professor, Luke, and Flora return to their quarters to rest. Surely Flora has her own room if she's on the train, right? What do you mean, our quarters? She got on the train, she should have a damn compartment. Also, I'm still here, I guess. I walked today and went to lunch and got Michelin-rated pizza. Was it, like, bad or good? Just because it's Michelin-rated, it might be, you know, bad. We rated it 1 star. That counts as Michelin-rated, but it is, in fact, not good. That's how they get you. They say they're Michelin-rated, because they are. It's just terrible. Delicious. Ah, all right. That's good. I know it's quite the gift, but if you rescue my sweet boy, I insist you keep it. Sorry, I'm just looking for, puzzles. Oh. Arg, hello. And you've been a mod for 5 years. When I found out the little, well, until I found that little dog, I'd been relaxing in my room. Okay, she has a room. You've got your own room? Sure do. It's the middle one in the 3rd carriage. Wow. You do know the room, that's the room right next to ours, don't you? Or just a wall away from you, and I never so much as suspected you were here. It would seem that my powers of observation are rather rusty. If only there was a puzzle to help train my powers of observation. They're rated one of the top 50 pizza chains in the world. Nice. Eek. My word. Why is the train stopped? What's going on? Fucking, what a pair, these two. Samuel, you dolt. Samuel, you dolt. What did you do this time? Hey, boss man, chill out. There's a broken train, like, just sitting on the tracks. Until we can move that thing out of our way, we're not going anywhere, man. Then get your rear in gear and move it now. Isn't that not my job? I won't have your laziness tarnishing the voluntary brand. Oh, Sammy. Randomly got a prompt from Tits. You've been a mod for 5 years. Ugh, I've been streaming so long. But trains are heavy, man. How am I supposed to move it? I will not hear excuses, especially from a layabout conductor like you who barely earns his keep. I don't care how you do it, get it done. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Just turn it down a notch, Unco. Unco? I might be your uncle. Ah, nepotism. But I'm also president of this railway, and I demand you address me as such. All right, sure, whatever you say, Your Majesty. That's not how you address presidents, you stupid idiot. Oh, shut up. I'm too nice to that indolent, scruffy nephew of mine. All the louse does is complain. Any chance you've got a puzzle, my guy? No, I hate coin, though. Riveting stuff. Wow, you really stopped right before the other train, huh? There's no room between these two. What seems to be the problem here? Sorry, Mr. Passenger. This giganto freight train parked on the tracks, and it's blocking our way. Why are you yelling at the ticket taker? Shouldn't you be yelling at the conductor about it if you're gonna yell at anyone? Clearly the track is gonna take some time, so sit back with something fizzy and wait. I see. Can I lend you a hand? For real? Oh yeah, it'd be helpful. If you think you can find a way to move the train blocking the tracks so we can, like, get moving? It's Steve! Step aside now, we're not going anywhere until the train moves off the tracks. Okay, well. Until we get the train out of the way, the Voluntary Express ain't going nowhere. Train swap. The incredibly not nearly as interesting sequel to Wife Swap. Swap the positions of the two trains along the tracks, move the carriages one at a time, and make sure the numbers by the side of each track match the numbers on the carriage. Oh, I see. So 2 can't be in 3. Got it. Got it. And I can just... Yeah, I can move them. Alright, well... Oh boy. It's one of these. Good old slidey puzzles. So how many... Over here. How many can I can fit 2 over there. And this guy up here. Well, this is easy. This is so unbelievably easy. Compared to, like, everything else we've had to do. Oh, wait a minute. Now we're in the pickle, aren't we? I can't put 4 down there without locking these 2 in. I see. The cows have come home to roost. Now the problem is these guys are backwards, but that honestly shouldn't be that big of a deal. Oh yeah, you go here. You go here. There you go. 20 moves, baby.
Now to test my theory.
Test shit. I got that right.
A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
Now hurry back to the train. It's behind schedule as it is. That took 20 moves, man. That was pretty good. Hopefully we should now be able to continue our journey. Looks like we're good to go. Give me a sec and we'll be up and running again. We're finally moving again. It shouldn't be too much longer before we arrive in Dropstone. I wonder if we'll find any useful information there. I hope so. You got a round part. Use it to rebuild the camera. And puzzle swap is in the puzzle, or train swap. Oh, I missed stacked glasses. Well, gotta hit Granny Riddleton. If we accidentally spin Layton 3 after 2, I might redeem Layton 5 and 6 in December. Hell yeah. Finish Nancy Drew? Sure. That's why I'm playing it again on Thursday. It was so fun. Welcome to Dropstone. This place looks cool. Hey, their 50th anniversary. Charming place. Chapter 2, The Country Village of Dropstone. That's a cow, Luke. That's, like, surely you've seen cows before. It's a cow. But first, Granny? Well, if I can get back on the train, yeah. The train's looking pretty trashed, is it? So we're stopping here for repairs. We've got at least 3 hours till we're ready to roll, so why don't you catch some local sights? Capital idea. Besides, who knows what information we might stumble upon in the village. Would you say it's a curious village? Because that's the name of the first game. Seriously, pull up a guide for it? We'll figure it out. All right, real quick. Camera. I mean, this has got to be this bit, right? That looks right. Connecting up there and all. Whoop. That looks right. Alrighty. Is this hamster thing worth doing at all? I've only got a house. What he needs, like, arrange it so it makes him walk as far as possible. Yeah. Hamster's favorite snack. When he comes in 3 spaces, he'll ignore other items around him and walk straight towards it. Track durable house once within 3 spaces, but he will always ignore it in favor of an apple if there's one nearby. Not till later we need more stuff. Yeah, it seemed like this is not what you want. It seemed like it was saying you gotta wait for other shit. Anyway. Can I get back in the car? I cannot get back in the train car. Alright. No puzzle for me, but you're a character. This sleepy little farming place is the chillest place on earth. The boss is wandering around the village, so it's that inspector dude. So is that inspector dude. The village is celebrating its 50th anniversary right now, so I bet there's tons of stuff to do. If I weren't stuck working, I'd definitely go check it out myself. The village was founded only 50 years ago. That's quite young for a settlement in these parts. It's so peaceful, I really can't believe it. We'll find any clue. I can't believe we'll find any clues about the Elysian box. I wouldn't be so sure of that, Luke. Remember, one of the first rules of puzzle solving is the answer is often in the unlikeliest places. For example, up my butt. Yes, that's the ultimate puzzle, Luke. I put it up there for safekeeping. Granny's in the village? Oh, good. Right as always, Professor. I'm sure I'll be sure to keep my eyes peeled for clues. All right, well, hey, there we go. Look at this poster. Yes, it's quite lovely, but there's something quite odd about the picture. What do you mean, Professor? A dramatic farewell. Train stations are an especially good place for dramatic farewells, aren't they? I suppose. Below is a painting of a man and woman bidding each other a tearful goodbye. Somewhere in the painting, however, is a single unrealistic detail. Circle that detail. Okay. So what's wrong with this picture? Moon's out. I immediately suspect the moon, but, you know. I don't see anything particularly wrong with the moon. It's not like there's stars behind it or anything. It's just moon's out. Lights are on. It's a train platform. An unrealistic detail in the painting, or the, painting. Hamstering camera and beat and unlock bonus puzzles. I figured as much. This game's kind of all about its puzzles, you know? An unrealistic detail. I'm not even sure what's going on. Is that just a short guy? That's another woman walking, a dog. They're saying goodbye. The window's open, which seems a little... I don't know if train windows do that, but... This is an annoying one. It's very different from other puzzles. There's a very, like... She's got a scarf, I guess? I don't know. The dog doesn't have a butthole. That's the problem. Windows and some trains do that? Oh, take your word for it. I travel by metro a fair bit, and those windows absolutely do not open. Do not travel by a proper railway. Somewhere within the painting is a single unrealistic detail. This man's chin is too pointy. I don't know, bruh. Genuinely, I don't know. We have coins to use? I mean, I guess, but I'd prefer not to. I'm still not even sure what this guy is. Is that just a short dude in like a helmet, or what is this guy? It's like a short dude with a backpack. It's clearly a backpack, but then I don't know what this is. Maybe that's the unrealistic detail. There's some fucking thing here and no one knows what's going on with it. He's got shoes. I think that's a nose? I'm right. I said a bunch of things. It's this guy.
Just leave it to me.
Oh, it's the window?
Well, I'm stumped.
Cast a skeptical eye over the painting and try again. It's really the window? This. Redraw your circle. I couldn't be more clear. What do you mean?
Here goes.
Wow. It's the window.
Piece of cake.
The man in the painting... were the man in the painting to open the window, the frame would go through the roof. Oh. I guess... yeah. I mean, based on the window, yeah. These days, most trains have windows that only open partially, of course, thanks to modern air conditioning. A good number of trains have been fitted with windows that don't open at all. I feel like, that's not necessarily... But, yeah, I guess. I knew there was something strange about that picture. There was a worser puzzle in Dropstone than that? Great. Well, I got a new camera piece, so... What have we here? I bet you... go... whoops. Just based on shape, I bet you go there. Ta-da! This camera's coming together nicely. Rightio, off into Dropstone. Oh, there's Granny Riddleton. Hell yeah. Fancy seeing you laddies about. Me, they booted me off the train until they fix it. If you're after a few puzzles, the Shack of Wonders. Stacked glasses. Only worth 10. Oops. The owner of a 4-star restaurant assigns a young waiter the task of stacking glasses in a decorative way. Eager to please, the waiter immediately draws 5 separate designs and shows them to the owner. The owner takes one glance at the designs with a look of irritation, turns to the boy and circles, "This design is preposterous. What were you thinking?" Which of the 5 designs was the owner talking about? Probably this one where there was like in a 3D shape, this one is completely insane. Like, you can't have that. That's not a thing that can happen. So, D.
Let's see if this works.
Yeah.
Piece of cake.
Yeah, that's not possible. Exactly right. The restaurant owner was talking about sketch D. If you look closely, you can see the first and second row of glasses couldn't possibly be arranged in the manner depicted. The simple 2D sketch didn't take into account the rim of the glass. Yes. Well, that was easy. Not possible in 3D. Not without some trickery afoot. Well, Mr. Layton, how are you enjoying your time here in Dropstone? It's delightful. Every once in a while, it's nice to leave the city and enjoy the countryside. The air is so fresh and clean. It must be nice to live here all the time. I'm so jealous. And you should be, young man. Yeah, fuck you, kid. There's something about this place that makes it feel like a new man. And with the village celebrating their 50th anniversary today, the timing couldn't be better. Come to think of it, your Momentary Express turned 50 this year, didn't it? Quite the coincidence. Yes, it is. Sheer coincidence, of course. Still, it could have been fun to have done a double anniversary celebration here at the festival. Well, we already had a grand 50th celebration planned at an exclusive venue in London. Oh, is that so? Well, I'm sure your party will be on par with the excellence of your train. It will, and on that note, I'm afraid I have to excuse myself. Good day to you, Mr. Layton. And good day to you, Mr. Beluga. My, it's already a year since she passed away. Time truly does fly by. Sorry, what now? She? Who do you think he was talking about, Professor? You don't think trickery would be afoot in a restaurant? Probably not, no. I haven't the slightest idea, Luke. Unless that's, you know, like some sort of Vegas-themed reason to go to the restaurant. We've got trickery afoot. I'm not sure I would like going to a restaurant that advertises we've trickery afoot. Wait, what'd he say? That's a bench. It's very benchy. Shut up, kid. Fucking Luke. That's back to the train, I assume. So this way. Oh, who's this egg? Jesus. Celebration appears to be in full swing. Does it? Wurtzer. Aha, and who do we have here? Visitors from out of town? Indeed we are. We're traveling the Momentary Express, but we stopped here for repairs. If you're here for repairs, there's only one place you can be headed, am I right? Only one place we could be headed. What happened to the music? What do you mean, sir? Oh, I was thinking out loud. Yes, just talking to myself. Forget about it. Here, did you notice the festival that's going on today in Dropstone? It marks the 50th year since our village's founding. Make sure you get in on the fun. Interesting. You have good news if you're telling me about your fucking car insurance. Can you believe the weather? It really is the perfect day for a festival. Sunshine has me in such a good mood. I'll go ahead and tell you a puzzle I had tucked away. Up his bum. They brought back the chess puzzles. Love a chess puzzle. Cube halves. Okay. Below are 4 shapes. 3 of the shapes form a whole cube when fitted together with an identical shape. Okay. However, one shape below is different in this regard. It doesn't form a cube when joined with another identical shape. Circle the odd one out from A to D below. Okay, well. So, identical shape makes cube. A looks like it would. B looks like it would. I'm willing to bet D could. This is a monstrosity. I don't see how... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, maybe. Maybe that could form a cube. Perhaps it would be D, then? Maybe the idea is D is meant to look like it could, but it's a bit squirrely and it wouldn't? I think D could. Damn, these all look like they could. Could be. My knee jerk was that B definitely could. But if mirrored and flipped, I guess it maybe... No, I think they can. Because, like, this looks like it could fit there, and then you've got the wall, and then this oblong thing going there. That's mirrored, so it could, right? Yeah, maybe. This looks like it could. It might not be like a perfect cube, but I don't think the game's going to be that pedantic about it. Huh. I don't actually know. Maybe A? Oh, redraw that one, yeah. I mean, fuck it, I could just brute force it. There's only 4 options.
Oh, my.
Say the shapes carefully and try again. It's formidable, I hear. I guess I'll try C, because I looked at, A, B, and D first. That one.
Consider this puzzle solved.
Yeah, it was C.
A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
That's right. C will not form a cube when joined with another identical shape. Some areas of the shape are just a little too complex to fit together neatly. Still, just a few altercations, you could probably change the shape into something that works, don't you think? Yeah, that's why I was like, yeah, you could probably get away with that one. Cripes, you breezed through my best puzzle. I didn't see that coming. While we're talking puzzles, have you ever heard about the mysterious puzzle collecting lady? Here she gathers and stores all the lost puzzles in the world. How she does it is a conundrum wrapped in an enigma stuffed mystery. You know, a mystenigdrum. Mystenigdrum. Fuck you. This guy has another puzzle later? Oh, so we come back here, huh? Is he more booths set up over there? Hey. Wow, look at all the stuff there is to do. I've never been to a festival before. It's wonderful. Weren't you raised in your own private town? I've forgotten how you grew up in that one little village, and they never had a party? Well, now's your chance to make up for lost time. Let's explore. Yes, let's. Where should we go first? Let's go look at the booth over there. I want to see what they've got. Wait for me. You two watch where you're running, or you're liable to crash into something. Oh, look who it is, our arch nemesis, the Moriarty to my Holmes, the Racer X to my Speed Racer. Yeah, puzzle. What are all these arrows for? That's a fairground game. Angus. Hey there, squirts. Try a hand at this game of mine. My nose is bigger than your entire face. I'll tell you what, since business is so slow right now, the first try is on me. Gosh, really, mister? Come on, Flora, we can try together. A lot of puzzles in this one area. Ah, fair enough. Which arrow? Oh dear, it's this. Drop stone, yes. A bag of sweets dangles from one of 3 arrows attached to a wall. Assume that all 3 arrows are perfectly straight. Which arrow is connected to the sweets? I mean, fuck, if you've got a ruler, you can figure this out. I'm a bit strapped for rulers, but, sure looks like B, holding up my phone, which is serving as a straight edge. Yeah, it'd be a bit crooked. I can't quite make C or A work. B, however, works like a gem. You have one? Cool, thanks. That doesn't help me.
Here goes.
I also used a
That was
ruler,
almost too easy.
it wasn't on stream or anything, but playing Yakuza, a ruler, or at least a piece of paper, is extremely helpful when shooting pool for achievements. Arrow B is the one attached to sweets. Puzzle example, the famous Poggendorf. Really? It's Poggendorf? Fucking that, there's no way Poggendorf is right. In this internet culture, how have people missed Poggendorf? The famous Poggendorf optical illusion. A piece of paper, yeah, the piece of paper is transparent, and it's good for getting, like, angled shots in pool. Or, like, it's transparent when you hold it up to the light of the screen, anyway. When diagonal line is partially obscured by a straight shape, the viewer tends to not be able to accurately determine which of the lines on the right is a continuation of the part of the left. Oh, Poggendorf. Nicely done, Shorty. Here's a little something for that fine performance. Gosh, thank you. Oh, more camera. Build the camera as I go here. I'm trying to move it. I don't know where this one goes. Normally there's like a distinctive art style it takes when it's in the right space. It looks a little bit more like complete. Or it like meshes together well with the other stuff up here. I might save this one because I don't know exactly where it goes. Oh well. 18-month mod anniversary. Apparently I modded everyone the same damn day. Arg and Kiter at 5 years. Clover's got an 18-month mod anniversary. Anyway. Look at the fruits and veg on this cart. It probably belongs to the person running the little stand. It looks like one of the wheels is dented. That must have made it difficult to move. Yeah, I bet it's a real pain. Ah, but you know what? That reminds me of a puzzle about a dented wheel. Is this going to help the poor guy? Or nope, never mind. The warped wheel. Oh, God, what is it? In the back of the train yard, there's an old warped wheel lying on the ground as shown below. While no longer functional, the wheel is interesting because when rolled on a flat surface, its axle traces a funny pattern if you look at it from the side. Of the 5 diagrams below, which one depicts the actual path of the axle? It's this. Wait, what? There's an old warped wheel, as shown below. This is the wheel? It's a triangle. What? I guess it goes in here. The wheel is, when rolled on a flat surface, it traces a line when viewed from the side. Yeah, what? Which depicts the actual path of the axle? The axle being this? It's not a wheel. That's like what you use to rack up pool balls. This is not a wheel. It's interesting. When rolled on a flat surface, it traces a funny pattern. Bitch, you're dragging a triangle across a flat surface. And like, look at the axle rods. Who made this fucking thing? This is the worst wheel I've ever seen in my life. You had one job with a wheel and you came back with arguably the worst shape it could be. A square would do better, for fuck's sakes, man. Unbelievable. But yes, it is a metronome puzzle, sort of. If rolled, it would go. So. Slam down. I feel like it'd go down and then get dragged for a bit and then back up. So A, I guess. And based on the side, I feel like it'd slam on the ground, move a little bit, and then go back up. So I think A.
Let's see if this
Yeah. A text from my mom. Oh, love you, son. Thank you, Mom. She's seen me struggling on these puzzles and says, you can do it. I believe in you. Anyway. Sorry, just a quick reply. You know how it is. Ahem. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, A, yeah. Slam. There you go. Diagram A correctly traces the path of the axle the wheel rolls. You probably won't see this wheel on a train anytime soon. Yeah, no. Fucking insane person. It would be fun to watch it bounce around. I don't know if it would. It's just a fucking triangle. That's right, Luke. You worked that one out quickly. If you got any more puzzles, I've got answers. I'm impressed you a puzzle like that. I've never heard of that one before. I try my best to impress the professor. Wonder if they have any local delicacies. Who's this person? Lulu! We're doing some top secret festival prep back here, so you can't come in yet. Okay. Seems to be it for puzzles on this screen, I guess. Yep. Triangles are cool things. Yeah, aren't they like the strongest shape or whatever? Three-pointed, butte that it is. Let's go this way first. Hello, old man. Beak on this guy. Gracious, the weather couldn't be finer for celebrating Dropstone's 50th. My memory's not what it used to be, but you're not from around here, are you? Waiting for the train? Pyramids are the strongest. Well, yes, a pyramid, sure. How do I know, you ask? Well, this isn't the first time it's happened. As fancy as a train is, it must be in rotten shape. Chin up, Sonny. More often than not, the train gets fixed in a few hours. With the festival and all, there's plenty to see and do in the meantime. Thank you for the information. If I could trouble you for a moment, though, I'd like to ask you about a relic known as the Elysian Box. You may also know it as Pandora's Box. Oh, dear me. Oh, dear me, I've never heard of a dreadful thing as that. Never, you hear? Well, I'm not sure if I want to talk to you anymore. To be frank, I was in high spirits till you came along and shat in my breakfast cereal. Now I'm grumpier than a cat in the rain. If you want to prove... Ooh, good idea for pen. If you want to prove you're sorry for ruining my day, solve this puzzle. Sure, dude. World's best golfer. The little picture of him. I love him. Look at this little chibi ass 8-bit golfer. A pro golfer has the amazing ability to consistently putt distances of 3, 5, 7, and 11 meters. Prime numbers, okay. Strangely enough, though, those are the only distances he can punt. Interesting. Currently, our golfer stands on the green where the ball is 20 meters from the hole. What's the fewest number of strokes he can use to get the ball into the hole? Assume that if the ball is hit farther than the distance remaining to the hole, it will roll over to the other side without going into the cup. Okay. So using only 3, 5, 7, and 11 get to 20 in as few moves as possible. Slow internet's an ass. Ooh, sorry, man. Okay, well, let's see. 7-3-7-3 will get you to 20 in 4 moves, but then so will 4 5s, won't it? The problem is with 11, then you've only got 9 to go, but there's no way to get 9 from this. Unless... No, I was gonna say, are they gonna do a cheeky little thing and, like, overshoot and then hit back? Like, 11-11 would be 22, but, you know, then he can't just go 2 back. That would have been clever, though. That actually would have been yeah, you just go in 3, he can go past it. So far, the shortest I'm getting is 4, though. 5 and 7 is 12. 7 and 7 is 14. Can I get it to 3? Or even 2? Finally a golf puzzle. What do you mean, finally? It's like, oh my god, golf at long last in my puzzle game. Thank goodness. I was getting bored over here solving all these sliding puzzles and such. It's golf time, baby. It's not even really golf, it's just math. Yeah, 7 and 11's 18. Can I do less than 4? You got 4 as well. I'm not seeing a way to do less than 4. The only way I could think it'd be like cheeky and do less than 4 is, again, if it's like 11 and 11, but that's 22. Needs to get it exactly 20 meters. Yeah. He's 2 over. Like, he could do a 5 at that point, and then he's 3 over, and then back another 3, but that's still 4. It's so obvious that it's 4, I'm hesitant. I'm like, surely I'm overlooking something here. Because there's so many ways to get 4. Like I said, 11, 11, 5, 3, 5, 5, 5, 5, 3, 7, 3, 7, 5, 5, 7, 3. There's just so many ways to get 4 that it's so obvious. You're covered in sunscreen. Oh, because you went out? Took yourself a walk? Maybe hop in the shower. I mean, I gotta say 4. What else would it be?
And now to
Would love to hear. Yeah, it's too obvious if it's 4, but how do I get 3?
I suppose you.
This is a pro golfer. He can do some pretty amazing things. Can he? What do you mean? Walk with a friend and then lunch outside. Ah, I see. These are the only distances he can putt. 3, 5, 7, 11. Golfer, 20 meters. What's the fewest number of strokes he can use to get the ball in the hole? Well, there's just no way to get 9 with... No, there's no way to get 9. You don't know the rules to golf? Hit ball, get in hole, fewest number of shots wins. That's really it. Get ball in hole with the least number of strokes. It's not exactly a complex game. Roll to the other side without going into the cup. I mean... 3, 5, 7, and 11. It says these are the only ones he can putt, so there's no, like, extrapolating he can do prime numbers, and therefore 2 and 13 are also on the table. 7 and 5 is 12, and then 5 and 3 is 8, but that doesn't work. Is it just 1 and he gets lucky? I don't know. That seems like a lackluster answer. If it's the ball farther than the distance remaining to the hole, it will roll over to the other side without going into the cup. Am I mathing wrong? He rolls at 11, so he's got 9 left. Hits another 11. That still takes him 2 over. And 2's not on here, so that doesn't help. Had delicious pizza, red sauce, Ma's red onion, pancetta, and sunny side up egg. Egg on a pizza? Interesting. Kaida the other day got a margarita pizza that looked damn good, and I'm like, oh, I gotta try this margarita pizza. Brunch sauce, still. I'm normally a pepperoni guy, or sometimes pineapple and maybe sausage. But I looked at that margarita pizza and went, whoof. I had a chicken parm pizza once in Roslyn, and God, it was good. 4 strokes. We tried 4. There's so many like different ways. 11-11's 22. That puts him 2 over the other side, but then he can't get back on 2. Not like I can't get him lower than 4. I tried 4. They're like, nah, that's not it. And I have to assume the answer is, 3. But yeah, it just rolls over to the other side and doesn't go in the cup. It feels like, yeah, I can touch. So he hits it 11. We'll say that puts him right about there, a little over half. He hits it 11 again. That's 9 more and 2 this way. The problem is he can't hit 2. The best he could do after that is 5 to go back over here, and then 3 to get it right in the hole. But that's still 4. Yeah, 7, 3, 7, 3. That didn't exactly add up, but that's 4. 5, 5, 7, 3. That's still 4. You go 1 or 2. It's definitely not 1. Our golfer stands on the green of this ball 20 meters from the hole. Fewest number of strokes he used to get the ball in the hole. It's not he's a pro golfer and he can do some amazing things, unless he's planning to cheat or there's like some weird technicality. I'm just gonna try 3, because there's no way it could be 2 or 1. Go 3.
And now to test my theory.
Really? What?
Well, I
He
suppose
can do amazing things. How is it not? How could it possibly be 2? I mean, again, unless it hits me with, he's cheating. Don't think it's 2 either. I mean, I just don't see how. 3, 5, 7, 11. Assume the ball is hit farther than the distance remaining to the hole. It will roll over to the other side without going into the cup. Yeah, dude. Fuck, yeah, I got nothing. It's got to be 2 or 1 at this point. So, in for a there's no way it can be 1, surely. There's no way it can be 1. Get hints? I don't like using hints. Yeah, 2. How is it in 2?
Leaves no puzzle.
Explain your work, you bastard. Are you? Oh, for fuck's sakes. God damn it. Son of a fucking, come on, man. If our friend the pro golfer puts 2 diagonal shots as shown above, he can sink the ball in 2 shots. No one ever said the golfer had to put directly towards the hole, did they? No, they sure didn't. Sure, in order to sink the putt using the method shown above, he'd need to calculate the angle of each shot perfectly, but that's probably why they call him a pro. Fuck off. Like, fuck off. That's so dumb. Like, they're right, but fuck you. That's the ticket. Very nice. You got a good head on those shoulders, sonny. Mind you, you'd need to wear that. You'd need one to wear that hat. Harness the power of nature is quite impressive feat. Tell me this windmill's only 50 years old? You did get it right. Yeah. I mean, listen, when it was not 4, and we knew how to get it in 4, there were only 3 options, 1, 2, and 3. That's some mental gymnastic bullshit. Yeah, that one's a little bit, that one's a little cheeky as far as answers go. They are right, I can't be too mad, but that one's a little playing dirty. Don't go around spouting off about the you-know-what box. Bring up that topic in the wrong place to get you lots of ugly looks, and who wants that? Touché. Really thought there'd be a puzzle at the windmill or something. I like windmills. I like towers, for whatever reason. Clock towers, watch towers, windmills, lighthouses. I like towers. Something about towers I find aesthetically pleasing. It isn't even the last of the bullshit. Tall brethren, yeah. I see tall thing and I'm reminded of me. Water wheel, wind turbines. Water wheel's not really a tower, but I find something appealing about, like, a mill with a water wheel in it. Another one of them's in this chapter. Yeah, you mentioned the town had some bullshit puzzles. Hey there, fella, I'm in a real bind. Help an old gal out, will ya? What seems to be the problem, madam? My sweet little bird fell down a hole in the ground. Well, that's not a very good bird, is it? Want to help the poor thing, but I can't reach her. Do you have any ideas? I believe there's something we can try. The trapped bird. Oh, God. There's a snake. Oh, no! Laurel's poor little bird has fallen down a long, winding hole in the ground. In front of the bird are 3 paths labeled A, B, and C. Which tunnel should the bird take in order to make it back to the ground above? Well, surely this one's as easy as, this is one of them? I was gonna say, surely this one's as easy as figuring out the maze. Let's see. Just follow A here. But this leads right to the snake. Don't do that. Okay. B's a bit winding here, isn't it? Okay, that just loops back on itself. Yeah. Okay, sure looks like B. Sure looks like B. But just in case, I'll run C as well. This one loops back on itself. This one goes down this way. And yeah, so this one just loops back on itself. All right, so it's B. Easy enough.
And now to test my theory.
This is one of them, good luck. This isn't one of them. Yeah, that was straightforward. Cursed bee! The bird's scooting out of the hole. That's delightful. A bird can safely escape her underground confines by following tunnel B. Any other tunnel will lead her deeper underground or into the mouth of a very hungry snake. Bird really fucked up in there. There's my little birdie. I was worried she'd be stuck down there forever. If only I had some way of thanking you properly. Here, you can have this tea set and these lovely herbs. I insist. Okay, a tea set minigame's been added. Sure. The ingredient oasis leaf, used to create new blends. And briskberry. And who could forget citronia seed? To access the tea set, touch the trunk icon and touch the tea set icon. Tea set allows you to mix and brew a variety of herbal teas. Add multiple measures of herb to increase the effect on the tea. What does this do? Like, what is the point of this? Combine the ingredients you gather to make a variety of delectable teas. Tea ingredients currently in your possession can be found in the boxes. Touch and read it to learn its name and the properties it can give your tea. When you're ready to make tea, touch the ingredients you want, drag them to the teapot. You'll need to put 3 measures into the teapot before you can start brewing your tea. Keep in mind you can use more than 1 measure of the same herb in your concoctions. Once you put your 3rd ingredient, the lid will start to wiggle. Put the lid on top of the teapot and start brewing your tea. If your creation turns out well, it will be added to your list of tea recipes. But what do I get for doing this? When viewing your list of teas, touch a teacup to see a tea's name and its characteristics. Once you find the tea you'd like to serve, touch serve, pour a cup for anyone who's thirsty. There are 12 recipes in all. Try and discover as many as you can. They're sure to come in handy. I see. NPCs ask for tea. Got it. Well, fuck. I gotta do one of each, I guess. I love their little, like, pixie wings. It's a little sour and a little sweet. Yum. A citrus classic. I certainly have to tip my hat to the tea's drinkability. I imagine it would be delicious iced as well. Since it's nice and light, I'm sure just about anyone would be happy to have a cup. Yes, I myself am partial to its lovely fruity aftertaste. No good, what a pity. Tea smells funny. Are you sure we can drink this? Why not take a sip and find out? I think I'll give this one a miss. Great compliment for the tea, drinkable. Yes, what all tea aspires to be. What if I, like, triple up on some ingredients? Nope, okay. Well, if I get more ingredients, I'll experiment with that later. Anyway. Nothing else around here. Oh, never mind, there's a puzzle. Coffee talk before coffee talk, kind of. Look at this crazy looking tree, Professor. It's all warped. With a structure like that, it must be quite old. I wonder how long it's been there. Luke, our little conversation reminds me of a puzzle. Care to hear it? Why not? It's the name of the fucking game, after all. Switch to the phone, hope the internet works better. Yeah, let's hope. The country road you see here is decorated with a single straight row of trees, each a set distance from its neighbor, okay? Of the 5 trees labeled A to E, which 2 have the greatest distance between them? Well, probably A and E, right? Select the image carefully and draw a line between the letters whose like, A and E, surely.
Here goes.
What?
Layton's apprentice strikes again.
What was the puzzle? No matter how you look at it, A and E have the greatest distance between them. Yeah, what was the fucking puzzle? What? Okay, sure, I'll take an easy one. Perhaps I should have prepared something a bit more challenging, or any amount of challenge at all, actually. We'll save that for next time. Let's continue to our walk to the village. The new hamster toy, sure. Like, was I supposed to look and go, well, it's gotta be A and B. That's much further than B and C, or something like that. That's all I can think that was the puzzle, but it is decidedly not a difficult puzzle. Anyway, they're open up now, so let's head on in. Look at the stalls. Now that's what I call a festival. Talk to her again. Oh, well, in a minute. I love all the hustle and bustle. It's so wonderful. Shall we take in some more of the plaza's sights then? Definitely. Professor Luke and Flora decide on a spot of sightseeing in front of the village hall. I'll be right back, sorry. Apparently this old biddy's got another ditty. So she does. Your timing's impeccable. I'm trying to wrap this flower I grew to give it to a friend. I've got green fingers when it comes to planting, but I'm all thumbs when it comes to wrapping. Help an old gal out, would you? Sure. Was Luke in the first game? Yeah, of course. Luke and Layton have been the sort of dynamic duo the entire time. I don't see what the issue here is. Laurel is very particular about wrapping flowers, as it is a gift for an important friend of hers. She would like it to be wrapped as shown below, but has no idea where to begin. In order to wrap the flower, just like the leftmost drawing, how should you begin your wrapping? How should I begin? I guess we're starting down here, right? So, doesn't seem like the green part of the paper, I think that's green, is the part getting wrapped. So not B or no, not D or A. I guess C? I don't know.
Consider this puzzle solved.
So he says, Watson? Yeah, more think like...
True gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
This is really highlighted in Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright, but it's a bit more of a Phoenix Wright and Maya situation. Batman and Robin. Yeah, something like that. Excellent. Were you able to follow the paper's transition from flat shape into a 3D one? Nah, I just kind of looked and saw it. C was the only one that made sense. Oh, that's about the finest wrapping job I've ever seen. You saved me a world of pain. Okay. Now let me return the favor with helpful tidbits about the tea set. You know the basics of brewing? Put one... Yeah. However, there's a lot of room for experimentation. Try brewing 2 parts briskberry and 1 part something else. Get it right, and you'll make a sweet, crisp tea that's just wonderful. If you happen to pick up any other tea herbs, try creating more blends of your own. There's a whole world of complex flavors. You just need to discover them. Layton 4 to 6 is the prequel trilogy. That'll be fun. I suppose it will be. Get to see more of his arch rival and Luke's origins. Said 2 briskberries. Whoops. I think I did 2 briskberries in this thing, so... Internet works much better on the phone for some reason. We'll look into it later. Yeah. Delicious. It's a bit too sweet for me, but I understand why so many children enjoy it. Wow, fuck you, Luke. You fucking child. I drink a whole pot of this stuff by myself. Watch me. You've got quite the sweet tooth, Luke. Try not to drink too fast. Well, that was riveting. Yeah, you stupid fucking kid. I bet you would like this dumb tea. Fucking child. I mean, yes, Luke. Well done. You look like somebody who'd give me a bullshit puzzle. Hello, fellows. Pleasure to meet you. My name's Albert, and I am Beautiful Dropstone's #1 fan. You've been running around Dropstone asking questions, but you haven't talked to me yet. Well, I'm doing that now. If you solve this puzzle, I, the king of Dropstone trivia, will answer your questions. All right. Your least favorite puzzle is soon. I can't wait. Boys' night! No girls allowed. Below is a wheel of male and female portraits. Select a portrait and, counting that portrait as 1, move 6 portraits either clockwise or anti-clockwise. That's counterclockwise if you're from the US. To cross out the last 6 portraits. What? Wait, what? Repeat this pattern starting from the next available portrait and always moving in the same direction. Remember to skip the one you crossed out. If you start at the right portrait, you can remove all the women in the wheel, leaving only 6 portraits of men behind. Which portrait is this? Circle your answer. What the fuck are you asking me? So... I need to remove all the women, I think. No, let me get a memo going here. What are you asking me? Counting the starting portrait as 1, move 6 portraits clockwise, or I'm just gonna say counterclockwise, and cross out the last of these 6 portraits. What? Move 6 portraits. So I start here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I cross him out is the idea. I think that's what they're telling me to do. It's not grammatically wrong, but anti-clockwise sounds wrong. I mean, it gets the point across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That works. And then what is it? Starting from the next available portrait and always moving in the same direction. So start would be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh well. I keep recounting ones I've already crossed out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that'll X you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, XU. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That doesn't work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, okay. Starting next over here. That'll get you. That doesn't work. I might just brute force this because I'm not entirely sure even what they're asking me. This bitch right here.
This should do the trick.
Nope.
Well.
Give it another
I suppose
try.
you're
Thanks.
tackling them all.
Thanks, buddy. Insane. Select a portrait and counting that portrait's one moves 6 portraits. If you start at the right portrait, you can remove all the women in the wheel, leaving only 6 portraits of the men behind. I guess I don't have to start on a woman, right? Is the idea. I can also start on any dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. 1, 2, 3. Fuck me. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I keep forgetting that I have to start on 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3. Okay, that doesn't work. 1, 2, 3. Fuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That doesn't work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Ugh. Not a fan of this puzzle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. I think I've checked them all going this way, so I have to go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. But then wait, I want to. Okay. Well, let's try going the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1. Just go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Damn. Oh, no. 6. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, I wish I remember where I started. Fuck me. I think I started with her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sure didn't. Start with him? Or I start with her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I started with her. You. Dumb fucking this kid.
This should do the trick.
I'm sick of counting. I'm looking up the damn answer.
Well, I suppose that's one possibility eliminated.
Actually, I'll look at the hints at least for this one. Hint 1, the first portrait you choose should be a man, okay? Give me the other hint. I truly do not care. Move counterclockwise to find your answer. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I think it was that guy actually. This dude. Nope, this guy. This guy.
This should do the trick.
There you go.
Ha! Wonderful.
That puzzle was tedious. If you begin counting from this man and proceed anti-clockwise around the room, eventually remove all the female portraits. I don't like that puzzle. Far too much just counting. Expertly solved. It gave me trills. It really did. Ask away. If you've got a question about the villager's history, I'm your man. Slightly off topic, if you know anything about a relic known as the Elysian Box. You may have heard people referring to it as Pandora's Box. Hard to believe, but you've gone beyond my area of expertise. I've never heard of the thing. What I can tell you is older people in the village jump at the very mention of the supernatural. From what I gather, it seems they have some connection to the village in the days of its founding. Unfortunately, that's all the info I can really give you on the subject. Sorry to let you down. It's Jacques. Snob and sniffle, parting with one so dear to your heart is even more painful than the tightest wig. When she was a child, I used to read to her until she fell asleep. She looked just like an angel. Nothing cuts so deep as a separation's knife. Sob. Cripes, I don't know about that. I've never really given it much thought. Oh, fret not, I wasn't expecting one as young as you to fully understand my malaise. Don't mind me, I'll just excuse myself for now. You think he just got dumped? Actually, he seems sad in a different way, doesn't he? Best not to pry too Is there like a... It's below the water line, so hold on. What if I like... Oh, there you go, Skippy. And then if that's flipped back, that becomes like what? 1... What number is this? Oh, 3? 1, 3, and then it would be 8. Oh, did he get like 1 day wrong? It's the 13th of August. 1, 3. That's not a 7. 1, 3. 0, 8.
This should do the trick.
Yeah, that's all it is.
A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
Yeah. When covering the fountain and water fills the bowl, allowing the true date of 13/8 to be displayed. The inattentive sculptor must have been relieved at getting away with sloppy chiseling. No guides know the answer to this, and you were stuck for 2 hours? How does no... Surely, like, a guide would have an answer. A game FAQ? Yeah, it was below the fill line, so it just reflects the numbers, which... I mean, unless the water is, like, real shimmery, that's not gonna work. Back then. Yeah. According to the writing here, this village was founded by its first settler 50 years ago. 50 years sounds like a long time for a person, but I suppose it's not very long for a village. Quite so. But this fact just invites more questions. Why did the settler come here in the first place? Hard to believe he or she simply set forth from their old residence and found a new village. I don't know, they have access to water and irrigation. Seems like a nice enough place. You got this, day one. Ah, of course. For some reason, all the old-timers here are really cagey about the history of Dropstone. Yeah, spoke to you. The door! The door. If I'm not mistaken, this building must have been a village hall. Yep, but it looks like it's closed for the day. Well, they probably wanted to give everyone a chance to enjoy today's festivities. Luke, this reminds me of a puzzle set in front of a village hall like this. Scared to give it a go? You know I do, Professor. The claw. Mayoral election. Damn. There's a hat in time kid there. 3 people at odds with one another running for mayor in the upcoming town election. They are all locals to the town, which has a voter population of 40. In order to win, a candidate must get more votes than any other candidate. If each of the 40 voters casts a single vote and every vote is recognized, what are the fewest number of votes a candidate needs to secure victory? Okay, sounds like more math if you ask me. All right, so there's 40 votes. What is the smallest number that would be a majority? So, I mean, 20 is obviously half. So if this guy's got 19 and this guy's got 19, that would be 20, or no, it'd be 12 to get to 40, wouldn't it? Because 19 and 19 is 38. Yeah, she would just have 2. Does that mean it is 20? If this guy's got 20, these two can't have more than 20. But 19 and 19 is obviously a tie, and anything less, 18, 18, and she's got, what, 4? Yeah. What'd you miss? Just more puzzle solving. What are the fewest number of votes the candidate needs to secure victory? Well, again, I guess if he has 20, this guy could also have 20, and she could have 0, so that doesn't secure victory. But if he's got 21, the most this guy could have is 19, and she could have 0, so I guess 21? 21? 21.
Here goes.
Evidently no.
Well,
Think hard about the clues you've been given and try again. Oh, wait, hold on. I see the problem here. I see the problem. Just occurred to me. So these 3 people are at odds and there's a voter population. So, back here. They are all also eligible to vote. So they at least have 1 vote each. So there's no way they have less than 1. So if this guy has 20, this girl has 1. This guy can have 19. It's a sloppy 2019 1, 2190 whatever. But yeah, they're gonna have 1 vote no matter what. So I think the answer is just straight up 20. I assume.
Let's see if this
Yeah.
works.
Yep. cheeky, smarmy little puzzle. Yep. The winner needs at least 20 votes. Since each of the candidates dislikes the other 2, they will probably all vote for themselves. Also, they're running, so why wouldn't they vote for themselves? 40 votes minus those 3 leaves 37. The winner will need over half the votes, or 19. And the winning candidate's personal vote to that, and you get 20 votes. Even if the other candidates gathered all remaining 18 votes, that wouldn't be enough to overcome a candidate with 20 votes. Yep. It's 20, yeah, cheeky little. Well done, now we really should get back to the investigating the village. Yes. Left or right? I'll go right. Cows! They like cows in this town. Look at those gigantic cow balloons. Looks like the villagers are setting up for a livestock competition. Livestock competition? That sounds like fun. Yes, I'd certainly like to see the competition myself, but doesn't appear quite ready to start. While we're waiting, we can go see more of the village. Certainly, we can return later when the commencement begins. Hooray! For the competition commencement. So I had to walk around until the livestock competition starts. Oh, well, before that. No one's got a puzzle here? It hasn't started. Those large balloons are in the shape of cows. Indeed. Yeah. No puzzle to be found here, I guess. Not yet, anyway. Whee! Yahoo! Who is this fellow? Parcel? I'll never forget a face, and I don't know any of yours. You must have come from the Voluntary Express. Since you're new in town, let me clue you in on a few key details about Dropstone. I know you're interested, so don't act all bashful and reserved on my account. Listen, if you only know one name in Dropstone, make sure it's Mr. Anderson's. Not only is the man swimming in money, but he basically runs Dropstone. He's a top bloke who treats everyone with respect, even the postman. That'd be me, by the way. You can tell a lot about a man by the way he treats his local postie. But even nice guys like him have troubles. I hear he spends all his time worrying about his daughter. That reminds me, I saw a pair of unusual characters head towards Anderson's house. They say they're policemen from London, but something about them seemed fishy to me. 2 people, huh? Are you referring to Inspector Chelmy and his assistant? Chelmy, you say? That sounds right. He said he was here on official police business and needed to see Mr. Anderson. What about them cows? I don't know. Do you think there's a connection between Mr. Anderson and the Elysian box? Well, it seems Mr. Anderson serves the head of the community. It's only natural he'd know about what passes through this area. He's a big fish, all right. You're bang on the money about that. Even the owner of the Voluntary Express stops in to pay him a visit when he's in town. How about those 2 officers are being waited on like kings as Mr. Anderson's as we speak? Enough chit-chat, we've got a festival going on, so go have some fun. No, well. Hello, oh god, jeez. Terrifying. That cat sculpture is certainly expressive. Yep, he's a cute one. If you like cats, Professor, I've got a puzzle for you. Look at this shit, Professor. It's crazy cats. Oh, God, what the hell? Look like Hanafuda cards. A little bit. One of the 3 color pictures, A, B, or C, is the same picture as... Oh, it's this one. The only difference in the picture on the far left is contents are flipped and the colors are inverted and changed to black and white. Yeah. Excuse me. Looking for differences. Okay, well, I don't see any differences is the problem. With any of these, really. Huh. If really, I don't see... How are they different in any way? Like, what? Huh? Everything I look at looks exactly the same as the other pictures of the cat. Like, they've all got this curly whisker. These all have big ears down the bottom, as do these guys. These all got tiny ears. All their tongues are sticking out. These guys have curly whiskers. They got a lazy eye on the blue side of their face. All three seem to have the same picture, yeah. But apparently only one of these is this picture over here. Bizarre. Well, this one's got, I think, a thinner... Yeah, okay, the stripe on the back of this one's different. Because it's, like, further out, which... Yeah, okay, so it's not C. There are subtle differences, indeed. Might as well brute force this. I might have to. At least I've got it down to a 50-50. C is definitely... It's the stripe behind the cats. It's not, the cats themselves that are different. And the stripe is wrong. So, yeah, it's not C. So it's A or B. Is it the eyelashes? Oh yeah, this one's got a longer eyelash than A, which is accurate to this. Okay, so it's B. Jesus Christ.
This puzzle solved.
The length of the eyelash and the stripe in the back.
Leaves no puzzle unsolved.
Yup, that's what it was. Well spotted. B is the picture you were looking for. The cat's eyebrows in A pattern of the lines in the background of C are different from the picture on the left. That was subtle. I was looking all over. You know what would make it look so easy? Yeah, thanks. Greetings, Dorothea. I don't think I've seen you around these parts before. May I ask your name? Of course, my name is Herschel Layton, Professor of Archaeology, Gresham-Heller University. Charmed, sir. Welcome to Dropstone, Professor Layton. Is Gresham-Heller a real place, or did they make that up for the game? My name is Dorothea, and I am a maid in the service of the Anderson family. Tell me what brings you to our humble village. My companions and I are after a rare artifact known as the Elysian Box. Have you heard the name before? Can't say I have, but the master is quite knowledgeable about curiosities such as that. The master? Oh yes, excuse my thoughtlessness. I keep forgetting you're new here. I'd venture there's not a single resident of our village who doesn't know Mr. Anderson. Well, if it's possible, we'd be very grateful for an audience with Mr. Anderson. Normally, he'd be glad to receive you, but lately he's been preoccupied with his daughter. I don't mean to pry, but is there an issue between Anderson and his daughter? Well, yes, between you and me, and the wall, his daughter has been secretly planning a trip alone. Secretly planning a trip alone? I hope she's not planning to run away. Just treat herself. What's worse is that the master has started to suspect something is going on behind his back, but after much discussion, we servants have decided to give her a warm send-off. Just let your daughter go on vacation, man, unless she's like 13. But like, if she's, 20-something, sure, let her go. It's a train ride to London. Who cares? You're going in support of so you're in support of allowing this girl to go off on her own. Why is that? The purpose of the trip is to fulfill the wishes of the young lady's mistress's late grandmother. I see. May I inquire as to what those wishes might have been? To travel alone. I myself only heard the scraps of the story from other people, so I can't say much, but whatever the request, it's one that the young mistress seems to feel extremely important about. Oh, look at that. Here I am gossiping away while there's supper to prepare. Excuse me, Professor Layton. I need to get back to work. Wait a second. Rats, she's gone. Just me, Professor. Does it sound like Anderson's daughter's planning to leave home? If she is, doesn't it seem strange to you that the family servants are cheering her on? Not particularly. Maybe they want her to go out into the world and blossom. Apparently the answer, though, is yes, very. And think about the consequences should Mr. Anderson find out what's been going on. The servants must have a truly solid reason if they resolve to keep a secret like this. What could it possibly be? I'm getting the feeling Dropstone isn't as ordinary as it looks. Not the only one, Luke, but enough speculation. Let's explore more of the village. Okay. Well, I think we can all agree it's time to meet this Mr. Anderson. If the only way to solve a puzzle is to notice minute differences like that, it's not a good puzzle. Well, that's the point of the puzzle, is to notice the minute differences. The point was spot the difference. They're very, you know, subtle and obscure. It's Rami! With his chin! Hey there, I'm a world traveler, but I'm stuck here until I score a ticket on the Voluntary Express. So hoping for a freebie, so I told Mr. Beluga one of my puzzles to break the ice. Unfortunately, he got all hot under the collar when he couldn't solve it. Maybe he'll have better luck with it. Baggage claim. Oh, this is slidey block puzzle. What rotten luck. While trying to pick up your luggage, you find your bags at the very back of the pile. Ah, beans. The porter unloading the luggage claims the other boxes in the hold have prevented him from unloading yours. Use your wits to move the blocks out of the way and reclaim your luggage. So is my luggage this bag here, or am I just getting rid of all of these? Well, all I can do is this for now. Yep, that's my bag, okay. It's the bag, yep. His parents are super overbearing or something. Yeah, it's not that odd that they're like supportive of her going out into the world and seeing what it's all about. Fulfilling the wishes of her dead grandma or whatever. That's not gonna cut it. I can't just remove the... Ow! That'd make it so much easier! I guess I could slip it down there, right? Ah, now we're cooking. Oh, that's super easy, actually. There you go.
And now to test my theory. And there we have it.
I thought it'd be a whole thing of having to, like, shuffle it around, but that was very straightforward. Very nice. Be sure to show the porter how you did it so that you can get your luggage for you next time. Yeah, all right. You're a clever lot, aren't you? With people like you around, maybe you might actually solve the mystery of the Voluntary Express. People say the train occasionally makes stops at a phantom town found on no map. Could just be a wild rumor, though. Who knows? That's the first I'm hearing of it, and it sounds terrifying. An uncharted town? Wow, I wonder if that's true. Not the hardest puzzle. No, not at all. What a lovely farm. Yep. What a cute little farm. Yes, and the weather is so nice, even the animals grazing in the field seem to be in a good mood. Seems like the perfect time for a quick puzzle. Let's see if you can solve this one. Oh dear. You have 4 horses, all of which travel at different speeds, okay? In traveling from point A to B, these horses take 1, 2, 4, or 6 hours, respectively. Sure. One day you decide to move all of your horses from point A to point B. However, you can only move a maximum of 2 horses at a time, and you need to ride a horse back to point A each time you return to move your other horses. Okay. Now you can only move as fast as the slowest horse you're traveling with. What's the fewest number of hours it will take to move all the horses? Okay, well, let's see. Yo, shout out to the stud on 4 hours here. Holy, look at that unit. What a fella, what a thick lad. Sell the other horses, that one's a king. Love a chunky horse like that. All right, well, let's see. It's more math, but let's map this out. So, obviously the horse we need to be moving is the fast one. So this guy is our go-to of riding between people. So it takes them this number of hours to reach point A to point B. So riding the fast horse, it'll take 6 hours to get this guy there, 1 hour to get back to A. That's 6 and 1. It will then take 4 hours for Chunky Boy here, and 1 hour to get back. And then this one will take 2 hours, and we don't need to go back at that point. So, that's 4. 4 and 4 is 8. 6 is 14. Yes. So I'm going to assume 14.
Let's see if this works.
For some reason, that's wrong.
I'm
Think hard about what the puzzle is asking you to do. Sonic Unleashed PS2 is the only one you've locked in. Fair enough. All right, so 4 horses. Okay, so is there logic in would it make more sense if... No, I don't think it would. I was gonna say, if you take these two together, since, you know, it takes 6 hours anyway, and that would remove the 4, but then you need to ride the 4 back, so that would not be helpful. No, you can only move as fast as your slowest horse you're traveling with. What's the fewest number of hours it will take you to move all the horses? Okay, if I bring you and you, that's 6 there, 2 back. Then... 2, 1, and then 4. That's where we were, but with, you know, extra hour. That's 15. Messenger's a phenomenal game. Smash Brawl, I assume you mean Subspace Emissary. Yeah, that'd be fine. Love the Subspace Emissary. That's 15. Okay, 6. Yeah, 6 and then 4 really doesn't work. You get 2 and 1 and then 4 again. That doesn't work at all. Okay. So if we do 6 and then 1 to get back. Then it's... Yeah, then it'd just be 4, 2, 2. When instead I could just do 4, 1, 2, and then we're back at 14. Two, 1, 6, 1, and then 4. It's just I'm doing the same thing but changing the location of the numbers. God damn it. It's not 14. All your horses from point A to point B. You can only move a maximum of 2 at a time, and you need to ride a horse back to point A each time you return to move your other horses. As far as I can figure out 14's lowest time. Yes, well, clearly that's not the right answer, though. Ace Attorney 6. We're doing Ace Attorney in order. Don't skip to 6. Oh, 6 is the next one. That's gonna be a streamer's choice after Indika. Is there any logic in ending on 6? Can I do Paul Addition? Paul Attition. God damn it. Fucking. I hate that name. Good old Paul Attition from Spirit of Justice or whichever one it is. Like if you go 6 and 4, like 6 there, 4 back, and then you go 1 and 4, it's 4, and then 1, and then 2. But that's 8, 9, yeah, 11, 17. So it's clearly wrong. These damn horses. Yep. Think about what's... Now, you can only move as fast as the slowest horse you're traveling with. What's the fewest number of hours it will take to move all of the horses? Do 6 and 2. And then 4 and 1. And then 2. That doesn't work. 8. 7. That's 15. You can only move as fast as the slowest horse you're traveling with. I can only take 2 at a time. God, I don't fucking... I got nothing. Might need a hint on this one. When crossing back from B to A, you want to move as quickly as possible, so make sure you put yourself in a position to cross over A on the 1-hour horse when possible. However, if you always make the travel back on the 1-hour horse your top priority, you may end up wasting time on other legs of the journey. Don't assume you always need to return from B to A on the 1-hour horse. But wouldn't that add more time? Family Guy game. Sure, why not? Like, I just don't see how that doesn't... Four, then 2 to get back if I do that. 2, 1, and then 6. That's still 15. God damn it. Don't assume you always have to go back on the 1-hour horse. But that's where, like... But then I'm by myself, and that's when I could, in theory, move the fastest. What if it's like 6 and 2? And then it's 4 technically 1 hour quicker than the other way. Not technically, it is 1 hour quicker than the other way.
Let's see if this works. Piece of cake!
Yep. Yep. There it is, all mapped out for you. Take your 1 and 2 hour horses, ride to the back, ride on your 4 and 6 hour, return to the 2 hour horse. At this point, you've been moving horses for 11 hours, 3 in the first excursion, 8 in the next. Now go back to point A with your 1 and 2 hour horse, ride them both across point B, and finish the task in 13 hours. You still don't get the solution? Well, here you go. 1 and 2 are over on B, ride 1 back, leaving 2 behind. Bring 4 and 6 over, take 2 back because 2's already over there, and then ride 1 and 2 over again. That saves 1 hour of time, but honestly, given the task calls for like 13 to 14 hours of work, who fucking cares? You're not doing anything else that day. That's your whole fucking day shot right there. Animals on the farm look like they're really enjoying the sun. After the explanation, Of course, Luke, animals enjoy nature's glory as much as you and I do, if not more so. Camera part. I got no idea what this is. Oh, it goes here. It's like outlined and everything. Does someone have an outline? Sadly, not really. Although, maybe? That can fit, so I'll leave it there for now. Anyway. Wow, look at the size of that mansion. I bet you get lost in there. I'm assuming they mean the building up here and not this hen house down here. It is impressive to say the least. I'm sure the massive manor belongs to Mr. Anderson. So that's where Inspector Chelmy and his assistant went, right? I'd like to see the place for myself. Can we go and take a look? The 1 hour doesn't make much difference. Yeah, that's a hard day's work, no matter how you slice it. No, for now, I think our best course of action is to gather what information we can in the village. Besides, I imagine the Andersons already have their hands full with their current guests. Who's this guy who's, like, clearly just, you know, a fan they put into the game? It's Gabe! Whew, that should do it. Good afternoon, what are you doing? Me? Oh, I'm doing a little fishing here in the lake. Sounds like a lot of work. Have you had much luck? Actually, that's a good question. Now I think about it, how many have I managed to catch today? Okay. Feel like you could just count these guys. Fishing net. A large net has been cast out on the pond to catch some fish. The pond surface is small, but it's actually wide underwater, so parts of the sunken net are no longer visible from the surface. Assuming there are no tears in the net and that the whole rim of the net is constructed out of a single length of rope that ends on the shore, how many fish visible in the pond will be caught when the net is pulled up? What's the net? Is it the loopy things? I guess this is the net, so just assuming this is how it goes. Alright, by my count, we're at 3. We're like, this guy's gonna get caught, this guy's gonna get caught, and this guy's gonna get caught. Wait, hold on. Yes, so that's the outside, so this is the inside. He's gonna get caught. 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 These two are gonna get caught. That one's gonna get caught. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want to say 8.
Just leave it to me.
Fuck.
Looks like I
Are you sure you
botched that
counted them
one.
correctly? No, it turns out. No, I'm not. I hate the ones that are just like, count, because then I get it wrong and it's like, fuck, man, I don't know. I'll try again, I guess. Okay. Whoops. Okay, so... That's 1, 2, 3, 3, I say. I lost count. It's 7, not 8. Sure, hey, you know what? When it's just count the bullshit, I'll take a 7. I'll take a suggestion, I mean.
Here goes.
Look at that, it was 7.
Layton's apprentice strikes again.
I think I added that one maybe, or that, I added a fish, clearly. To solve this puzzle, you need to imagine how the unseen parts of the net connect, which should look something like the illustration above. As you can see, the net will catch a total of 7 fish. All right. Oh, what a haul! Tonight I feast like a king! Once again, it's weird they just put, like, Nathan in the game. Houses built on the waterfront are so refreshingly cool. Must be... the view from the mansion must be out of this world. Hint coin. Good old hint coin. Well, we've seen the mansion. Can we go visit it now? Or, oh, hey, it's Chelmy and some guy. I'll talk to the some guy first. It's Remy! Snark! Yeah. Professor, this chap here fell asleep standing up. Look at that chin. It's like your head. Judging by his uniform, he must be a security guard. I don't approve of sleeping on the job. Perimeter secure. Confirm identity by solving this puzzle. He's sleep puzzling. Tangled ropes. God damn it. Just fucking... Three loops of rope are tangled together with a single red rope that has been tied in a very loose knot. Okay. Can you work out how many smaller loops of rope would get caught if the knot... Oh, I don't want to do this. Pulled from both ends. Even if a loop passes through a knotted part of the red rope, it might fall away when it is tightened. Sure. How many loops? What? Can you work out how many of the smaller loops of rope? So the big red one is like this one and this one. They've got the arrows and everything. So how many of these will get caught? This one, like this one up here, this looks like it's not even... There's no chance, because it's going like over, under, that's not gonna get caught. That's totally fine. The part that's gonna get tied is like this area. Because I'm pretty sure that's just gonna... Like, I don't think this creates a knot, what they're doing here. I think this is the part that creates a knot. Yeah. Or if I got that the wrong way around and this is the part that creates the knot. No, it's definitely this part. Well, the answer is 1, 2, or 3. I think it's arbitrarily 2. Yeah, let's go with 2. Why not?
Consider this puzzle solved.
Okay,
Well,
it's
I suppose
1.
that's one possibility eliminated.
Yes. Try again. Never mind, I fooled you all. It's 1.
And now to test my theory.
Never mind, I fooled you all a second time.
Well,
Do you like that prank?
I
That
suppose you
sick prank?
can't win them all.
It's 3. As in the third number of the alphabet.
Consider this puzzle solved.
That's what you think? It's none of them, actually.
That's one possibility eliminated.
They're pulling a sneaky, it's 0. That's what's gonna happen. Gonna be a big old 0. Yes, sir. 0.
Consider this puzzle solved.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
There we have it.
Sonic 4, sure. Not a single loop will become truly entangled in the knot when it forms. When you pull the red rope to form a knot, one loop will fall away and the other 2 will hang from the red rope, free of the knot. There you go. Episode 1 and 2. Yeah, sure. Correct answer confirmed. Well done. You must be hopelessly addicted to puzzles if you're talking about them in sleep. Even I don't do that. Hey there, Chelmy. How's it going? Well, look who it is. Hello, Inspector. Are you returning from the Anderson estate? I don't know where you get information, Layton, but you're sly as a fox. As a matter of fact, I did just come from there, but Mr. Anderson himself wasn't home. He returns. Seems he's off presiding over some livestock competition. A likely story, I'm sure. Well, there is a livestock competition, so... I found a connection between Anderson and the case you're investigating. Not it's any of your business, but perhaps it can be of help. I'd heard a rumor that he tried to find the Elysian box in the past, so I went to talk to him. When I got to his house and the butler told me he wasn't home and that I should leave at once. Can you believe it? Mind you, I wouldn't be surprised if he was just pretending not to be home. But on my way to go up and see the man, the least he could do is offer me a cuppa. Why would Mr. Anderson be interested in the Elysian box in the first place? It's anyone's guess, Luke. We won't know until we can ask him in person. In that case, I suppose should head over to the livestock competition Anderson is judging. Let his barren ship roll around in the mud with his precious cows. I'll be elsewhere. As far as I'm concerned, the whole thing's nothing more than a frivolous distraction for the rich. I can only assume his obsession with the box stems from the excessive time and money on his hands. You see anything that might help the investigation, report it to me straight away, you hear? Always happy to cooperate. Please excuse us. Off we go. Come along, Barton. We've got work to do. Yes, sir. All right, let's hurry and back to the competition grounds. It irks me a little bit that the game is called Pandora's Box, and they keep asking about the Elysian Box, which they say is sometimes called Pandora's Box. But, like, why not name the game, then, the Elysian Box? It's the Diabolical Box in the USA, which I'm also not a fan of. Name it what they call it in the game. They keep calling it the Elysian Box. So call it the fucking Elysian Box. Oh, hold on, you're a new character. It's Balsa. Boy, oh boy, I'm in a tight spot. I wanted to make a clean cut in this board, but I botched it right up. I'm pretty much useless as it is. Can you think of a way to turn this into a solid square? Board cutter 1. Oh, great. What the fuck? What did you do? Here we have an oddly shaped board. Since the board is rather unwieldy as it is, you've decided to cut it into 2 pieces and rejoin the piece to form a square. Okay. Assuming you aren't allowed to flip either of the pieces over once the board is cut, where should you make your cut in order to make a square out of the pieces? Can I only cut once? Or can I make 2 cuts? Because, like, there, probably. No matter which name they pick, as long as it's a single fucking name. Yeah, it's... Like, if they called it the Pandora's Box consistently in-game, that'd be fine. But they keep calling it the Elysian Box, and the game is called Pandora's Box. And they're like, sometimes people call it Pandora's Box. Only you! When you're pointing out sometimes people call it that. And the title of the game is, for some reason, Pandora's Box. The board is rather unwieldy as it is. You decided to cut it into 2 pieces and rejoin the pieces to form a square. Ah, well, I guess I'm cutting 3 pieces at this rate, aren't I? Assuming you aren't allowed to flip either of the pieces once the board is cut, where should you make the cut in order to determine, in order to make a square out of the pieces? So I'm making two pieces here? I mean, it's gotta involve this thing somehow. Like, there's a big old fucking hole in there. I have to make a square with this? Huh. Well, hear me out. If you like took this, I don't know how to translate this. If you took these three pieces and moved them so that they were instead like here, these three, then so this one would be eliminated completely. This one would be over here, and this one would be down here. You could then, like, take this piece and just move it diagonally in there, and then you've got yourself a nice fancy square. But I'm not entirely sure how to, like, do that in one cut, or whatever they want me to do. I guess that. But like, to cut it into two pieces. Why two pieces? That's so not helpful. Well, I mean, I guess I don't need to do all that, do I? I can like, this is, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. If I just cut this, like, L, can I just move it down there? I think that would work, and then it's a square, right? So you cut there, and boom, it's two pieces?
Consider this puzzle solved.
Yeah, so I don't know why I felt the need to add an extra step to that, but whatever. Yeah, there you go. Easier than it looks, isn't it? I mean, I don't know why you restricted me to two pieces, but whatever. It is what it is. Woohoo, that did the trick, thanks. Now I can get back to building that shed. Oh, new camera part. The fact they called it Board Cutter 1 means weird, since there's only one board cutter puzzle in the entire game. That's, I mean, just, that's where it goes. Anyone new here? I ain't got nothing new. Nothing new. He has a second puzzle? Oh, well. Granny Riddleton's gonna have some work for us. Look at this place. We made it back in time for the catch the competition. If we were informed correctly, Mr. Anderson will be judging the entries. So he should be somewhere around here, right? Indeed. I wonder which of the gentlemen walking around here is our man. Uh-oh, looks like two men over there getting pretty hot under the collar about something. Wonder what the matter is. Yeah, they're having a row. I'll even come back. That'll soothe their distressed heads. You have a second puzzle, you fuck. I got another board problem. Here's a shape I'm going for this time. You fucker. You absolute twat. Well, Here we have yet another inconveniently shaped board. You don't say. This one's even more unwieldy than the last, so you need to... How did you fuck up this badly? So you need to cut it into 2 pieces you can reassemble to form a rectangle. So you aren't allowed to flip the pieces over once the board's cut. Where should you make the cut in order to make a rectangle out of the pieces? And I need 2. Okay. Well, hell. It's either turned to a 4x5, and right now it's a 4x1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you've gone and made yourself an S shape. More cutting, yeah. All right, well, it's a 4x5, so there's your 4. So I'm adding a whole extra row onto this thing. Which seems potentially possible. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we cut there, and then there, and then just plopped it in there, and be well, there's a problem, isn't it? Whoops. What if I were to cut like there and there? Have I done something now? So, yeah, that'll do it, I think. Got the lower one on the left. One lower on the left, yeah. Layton 3 has too many cutting puzzles. Great. Look forward to that. Yeah, there you go.
This should do the trick.
Yeah. There you go.
A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
That one was much easier because I was in the mindset of what they were having me do. Very nice. Aren't these board cutting puzzles fun? No. I gotta say, I mean, I'm enjoying solving puzzles to an extent. I really preferred, I seem to recall preferring the first game's puzzles a lot more. This is a lot of like shapes and math and spot the difference, and I prefer like weird word puzzles. I definitely prefer like weird logic puzzles and things like that, which this game has not had as many of, it feels like. Board Cutter 3 is a bonus puzzle? Ah, well, there you go. It's actually what I get for figuring out this fucking camera. You definitely, yeah, go like there to connect those. That could go there. That looks right. And these are cut off, not connected to anything. Whoop. But this, there you go. This is looking all right. Seems we're only missing one more camera piece. Good stuff. Now then, off to this cow competition, or livestock competition, whatever. What's eating your guys' grits, you and your sideways mouth? Clabber. Look at that mangy hide. Anyone with 2 eyes can see it's no bovine of mine. I know what's going on here. Someone swapped my prize cow for this low-class heifer. It's Oscar. Well, what do you want me to do about it? Can you at least point out which cow is yours? Now, how do you expect me to do that? Oh dear, this is gonna get ugly. What's wrong, mister? Mangy, eh? Yep. This fella here seems convinced someone swapped his prize cow for another cow. I'm telling you, that ain't no cow of mine. My girl was perfect from horn to tail. See what I mean? There's no convincing him. We can't start the contest with him carrying on, but I don't know how we can clear up the situation. I'll take care of this. The cows are sure to know if there's any monkey business going on. Of course, why didn't I think of that? I'll leave this one to you, Luke. Oh yeah, can you like talk to animals or some shit? Excuse me, ladies, can you help us out here? It's cattle. Moo. I see. Moo. Did you find anything of use? I certainly did. If I had to sum up our conversation to go something like this. Here's a puzzle about it. Misinformation. Oh, for God's sake. Okay. 5 cows. Can't even point out the cow, but somehow he's sure it's been swapped. Yeah, it's a little odd. He doesn't have like a tag or a brand on it or anything that would be like, this is my cow. 5 cows are grazing at the festival. 2 of them are true moo cows, a breed that only tells the truth. Ah, for fuck's sakes. I say, even though I like this type of puzzle, the other 3 are no way cows. Shut up. A different variety that always lie. The following statements from each cow to work out which ones are liars. Touch a letter and mark it with X. Okay. D is a no way, I promise. All right. So, D is a no way, I promise. Oh no, C isn't a true moo cow. A ain't a no way cow, no way. E is a no way cow, if I've ever seen one. B is definitely not a true moo. Okay, so 2 of these are telling the truth and 3 are lying. So D is no way. If that's true, then him saying E is a no way, which means E would be telling the truth. E's saying B's definitely not a true moo. So far, these all track. I'll just, oh, well, I wish I could write over here for once. So far, these all track. If that's true. C isn't a true moo cow. That would be a lie. But there's only 2 true moos, and he would be either telling the truth. Well, no, B'd have to be a liar. Yeah, okay, so A doesn't work. A is definitely a liar. Use the following statements to work out which cows are liars. Touch a letter and mark it with an X. Okay, yeah, so A is definitely a liar. Let's see if B. Now, C isn't a true moo cow. A ain't a no way cow. No way. Oh, so C is claiming A is a true cow. C isn't a true moo cow. If that's true, then A ain't a no way cow. So he's lying, and A is a liar. So far, that all works. D is a no way. Well, if that's a liar, then that means he's true. E is a no way if I've ever seen one. B is definitely... A is a no way I've ever seen one. A, C, and E.
Let's see if this
Yep.
works. That was
Do you see
almost
why I like those
easy.
more? My brain is wired to make those work better in my head. That's right, cows A, C, and E are no ways. If you assume each cow to be a no way or a true moo and run through each of the cow's statements, you'll eventually realize the only time there can be 3 no ways is if it's A, C, and E. Power of logic, man. Those are the puzzles I thrive on. Looks like these 2 ladies swap places while waiting for the competition to start. Things should be all sorted out now, though. Oh, you betcha. Look at that build, that lustrous sheen, that soulful gaze. What? That's my cow, no doubt. Everything's okay, then. Better than okay. With my darling back, I'm a shoo-in for that blue ribbon. Thanks. Bro, I think you might like your cow a little too much. Well, Luke, you certainly have a way with animals. Ah, it's nothing, really. Look over here, you two. They're about to announce the winner. Okay. This guy. And the winner of this year's Dropstone Dairy Crown is... this guy. Oh, this dude's distraught, but it's this guy. Oscar show-stopping bovine beauty, Mutilda. I don't know, I liked the one in the hat, honestly. Hold on now, you mean to tell me my sweet behemoth didn't take first place? You shouldn't have swapped your cows back, Clabber. If you kept quiet, you'd be the winner, eh? Wait, then wouldn't you object with the cows be... I was robbed! The competition was rigged, I tell you. I think he went through all the trouble to get his cow back and ended up losing because of it. I like the hat more. Yeah, the cow in the hat was cute. I like the hat. It adds a certain charm to the cow. A certain dignified, refined, elegant air to it. I suppose I should, it goes to show that things don't always go as planned. Right you are, Professor. Say, shouldn't Mr. Anderson be around here now? It's gonna take some effort to find him in the crowd this dense, but let's look around a bit. A fancy cow, yeah. Well, you're animated differently, so what's your deal? Lopez? You ever heard the old saying, the clothes maketh the man? Well, from the look of your duds, I'd say you've got your act together, so try this puzzle. Hey, you look like a sharp dresser. Fuck you. Do this puzzle. Oh, what are we doing here? A, B, and C each start off with shirts and trousers of the same color. A wore red, B wore blue, C wore white. Okay? They were blindfolded and swapped items of clothing. After they took their blindfolds off, here's what they said. No one's shirt and trousers match, okay? It looks like C's the only one of us who didn't keep any of his original clothes, okay? I don't know if I like these red trousers. Touch the people to change their clothing and assemble the current outfits. Okay, well. Oh, I see. All right, so he's got red trousers. He didn't keep any of his original clothing, so he has to be wearing that. He didn't keep any of original clothing, so he's got to have that and that, which means you have red and white. That was easy.
And now to test my theory.
What? What do you mean?
Oh, my.
How
This
dare
one
you?
is quite formidable.
No, it isn't, you son of a bitch. None of them match, and none of them kept their original clothing. And also, C has red trousers. I guess it's... No. Wait, what? How's that not it? I guess he could have the white pants and the... Well, no, he has to have blue. But no, he has to have white. Because he started in red... So he can't have red. I mean, I guess he could have red. No, but then he'd be matching. He can't have white and he doesn't match, so he has to have blue. Which means this guy has to have red because this guy can't have kept his original clothing. And none of them match. Which means he has the blue, but like that. What? He's the only one who didn't keep his clothes. What? He's the only one of us who didn't. Oh, didn't keep any. Oh, I misread B. I misread B. That's on me. Okay, well, if they did keep their original clothing, since he lost his shirt, he needs his blue pants, which means you have star pants, and none of you match, which means you have your red shirt, and he has a white shirt.
And now to test my theory.
Misread it.
And there we have it.
Fancy lads. Yeah, this is the right place. Puzzle solved. We don't need the game to reiterate what I just said. Search and trousers that don't match are the epitome of tacky. That's fashion rule number 1. Rule number 2, no one can pull off sequins. But with that swish suit of yours, you're golden. No swanky nightclub will turn you away, I guarantee it. All right, remember that, everyone. Pants and shirt have to match, and no one can pull off sequins. Do you know where Anderson is, or just about the slickest dresser in all of Dropstone? See his hat? No one else can pull off a look this edgy. Yeah, all right, sure, whatever, dude. Whatever, bruh. Maybe Anderson's back at his house, I guess? We never did manage to meet Anderson, did we? What a pity, I had a feeling he'd provide us a lead on the box. Hey there, fellows. I haven't seen you around these parts before. Heard you chatting about Mr. Anderson and thought to myself, hey, I can help. Here, I'll point him out. Okay. Who's Mr. Anderson? Just based on this, probably the dude we keep seeing with, like, the top hat. I just saw Mr. Anderson around here a minute ago. Shouldn't be too hard to spot. Yep, with that beard and hat. I guess we can't see. We can't see that guy if he has a beard or not. But so far, these 3 gentlemen have beards and hats. This guy might have a beard. Oh, this guy has one too. You can tell. Those are our leads. Yep, he's a real gentleman. He always looks smart with his cane and that dapper little bow tie. Okay, so... this guy? Oh, and he doesn't wear glasses, in case you're wondering. Look, there he is now. Doesn't wear glasses. I mean, this guy clearly has a hat, a beard, a cane, and a bow tie. Can't see this dude's facial hair situation. Can't see if this dude has a bow tie or not, but he also has a hat, beard, and cane. Yeah, I gotta assume it's this guy.
This should do the trick.
Yep. Huh. I thought it'd be the short
Wonderful.
guy with the top hat. Why is he hiding his face? Good eye. It looks like the wind tried to carry off Mr. Anderson's hat. Oh, I guess he did, didn't it? It didn't even clock that he was bald. I thought he just had like a peach-colored hat. That face. Good day, sir. I'm searching for one Mr. Anderson. Might you be him? The one and only, my friend. And with whom do I have the pleasure of speaking? My name is Herschel Layton. My friends and I have come to this fine place in search of an Elysian box. What does his face remind me of? I feel like there's a Legend of Zelda character that's got like tiny eyes and a rosy face and like a twirled up mustache. I want to say it's from like Skyward Sword? I think it might be Twilight Princess. But it reminds me of something, that face with that mustache. My friends and I have come to this fine place to search for the Elysian box. I thought a man of your influence such as yourself might be able to offer us direction. Elysian box, you say? Why would you want to go chasing a thing like that? I take it you're familiar with it. Familiar? No, I've heard rumors, of course. I know it's referred to as Pandora's box sometimes. I also believe my dear mother once searched for the very box of which you speak. Interesting. Elaborate. Well, my birth mother died when I was very young. Mother I speak of is actually my mother-in-law, Sophia. She founded this village way back when. The kindest soul I ever met. Sharp, too. You haven't played a Zelda game in a while? Oh, there he is, back there. I married into her family, but she treated me like her own flesh and blood. Since I never knew my own mother, I suppose it would be fair to call Sophia my real mother. I don't know, man. You're a little old to be doing that, don't you think? Even after my wife passed away, Sophia continued to treat me as one of her own. I mean, that's nice and all, but... Sophia looked high and low for the box. She could never find what she was looking for. She made efforts of her own to search for it. Fascinating. Tell me, where might Sophia be now? I mean, she said she's dead. Or he said she's dead. She left us last year, and the last day, she spent a lot of time holed up in her room writing. Sadly, I never found out why she was so intent on getting her hands on that box. I see. I'm sorry for your loss. What if other than it being an insane thing to Google, if I look up Zelda tiny face mustache. No, not Tingle. I am just seeing Link with a beard, though, which is kind of funny. I can picture the tiny, stupid face I'm thinking of. Might not be Zelda, because I'm not getting anything from this. It's like a very rounded face with tiny eyes and a mustache like that. I don't know why. It's like lodged in my brain, but I can't remember where I've seen it before. Now you know as much as I do. I regret I couldn't be more help to you, sir. A lot of Zelda characters wear hats. Do they? I mean, Link obviously does, but beyond that. Well, Mr. Anderson, I've learned a great deal about you from our conversation. You have my thanks. One thing before you go, Layton, take a look around you. These picturesque hills, these happy people. Dropstone has been blessed with so much. It's a nice enough place. One Piece? And I'm not... No, for whatever reason, I'm thinking like 3D modeling, not 2D animation. It's like so close in my brain. So you built this place from scratch into a village full of warmth and camaraderie. Dropstone must never be allowed to wither and die like so many other villages. I mean, ideally, no. After all, this place owes its current prosperity to the many sacrifices she made. Good for her, I guess. Forgive my ramblings. Once I start talking, sometimes I have trouble stopping. Excuse me. Enjoy your time in Dropstone and be well. Good. Oh, no. I know who it is. I know who I'm thinking of. Zelda. I think it's Skyward Sword. Yeah, that's who I'm thinking of. I can't really, I can't exactly pull it up, but, I am thinking of the Kokiri from Skyward Sword, who, you can kind of see on my phone. Not sure how great a shot that is, but the Kokiri are just big dudes with tiny faces. They don't really have mustaches, but like the tiny eyes and face are making me think of it. True, especially Butcha, I suppose, who does have just a fucking wild ass mustache like that. Yeah, I'm thinking of the Kokiri from Skyward Sword. Looks like that was another dead-end lead. I wouldn't say that, Luke. It would appear this village is inextricably linked to the Elysian box. I would also find Anderson's choice of words interesting. I wonder what he meant by sacrifices. Maybe just like time and effort, you know, blood, sweat, tears, and all that. Well, this is something for us to ponder later. For now, let's make our way to the station. All right, Professor. Back to the train station. Well, that was a riveting stop and drop stone. Oh, wait. Got some... Oh, you don't have a puzzle. It's the kid who told us where to go. And you have nothing new to add, so... Back to the train I go. Ah, you're new, or returned. Oh dear, the train's scheduled to depart any minute, and she's still not here. Everyone's efforts will be in vain if she misses the train out of town. Oh my, oh my. Maybe women just need more time to get ready for things like this. Oh, why must she make me worry? There are some puzzles on the way back. I'm looking. Excuse me, who are you waiting for? None of your business. We haven't even told the master about what we're doing. Perhaps it's not... Oh, probably the daughter, right? Anderson's daughter. It's best not to leave. It's best to leave him be. Sometimes we shouldn't barge into the affairs of others. If he doesn't want us to talk to him, maybe he shouldn't be talking out loud. Something strange happened. Sure. This place is positively crawling with people, isn't it? Careful, Flora. If you don't watch where you're going, you're likely to run right into somebody. Sorry, this is also new to me. I forgot to pay attention to where I'm going. Understandable. After all, it's quite difficult, given what you're used to. Flora, you certainly seem to be excited. Don't just stand around gawking too long, or we might accidentally leave you behind. Wow, what's that? Ooh, look, there's another one over there. Huh, Professor? Luke? Where do you two go? Oh, for God's sake, how do you lose the kid? Oh, for fuck's sakes. Eek. Oh no, Professor Flora's gone. Oh dear, we must have been separated in the crowd. Let's retrace our steps. It's gonna be awfully hard to find her with these people about. Now, where could that girl have gone off to? Whew. Flora, where'd you run off to? Sorry, there were so many people, I must have lost you. I turned to look at something, and before I knew it, you two were gone. Well, I'm relieved you found your way back to us. So many people around, who knows how long it could have taken. I'll be more careful from now on, I promise. Although, you know, I heard a few interesting things while I was wandering around. What did you hear? A man named Rami was asking around after the Elysian box. If we can track him down, maybe he can tell us something we don't know. I heard from one of the people he's been wandering near the station. Interesting. Let's see if we can head, let's head to the station and see if we can find Rami. Good on you, Flora. There's some top-notch intelligence you gathered there. Ah, it was nothing. So didn't she get grabbed? Is this like a fake Flora? We already have robot people from the first game. How'd they lose a kid? Honestly. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I haven't decided. Hi there, do you need something or someone? Currently in search of an item known as the Elysian box. Does that name ring any bells? Never heard of it. I know about a great puzzle. Check it out. All right. Sure. The odd shape out. You have a box as shown below, okay? Using the white cubes as standard units, okay? The box is 2 cubes wide and 3 cubes long by 2 cubes tall. Sure. 2 white cubes are permanently attached to the floor of the box. Okay. 3 of the 4 shapes, A to D, shown below, can be placed together in the box and fill it to the top with no gaps. Find the shape that doesn't fit into the box using the conditions described above and circle it next to, circle the layer next to it. Well, it's D, isn't it? Because this fits perfectly into the floor, and then these two slap together and form a perfect 2x3, so then there's just you, who doesn't fit in at all.
And now to test my theory.
Yeah.
Huh. Wonderful.
Well, that was easy. Sharp thinking. D is the only shape of the 4 that doesn't fit. Was it hard to visualize your shapes fitting into the box? No, it was extremely easy. Might be fake flora, yeah. What would have been an interesting twist to the puzzle is if it's like, you need to rotate it 90 degrees so it's pointed up, but even, that wasn't happening. It was just, it's that one. Jeepers, you must be some kind of puzzle genius. All right, what do you want to know again? Anything about the Elysian box? Let's see. Nope, haven't got a clue. I'd try asking someone else. I see. Riveting stuff, thanks. Okay, well. If I miss any, Granny's got me, so. Whole festival's being put on by the Andersons, the wealthiest family in the village. If you're new here, let me fill you in on that family. The Andersons live in the mansion north end of town. Makes you turn green with envy. Anyway, Anderson has a young daughter who's grown up to be a quite beautiful young lady. Her name is Katya, and she's the most unusual combination of beautiful and sweet. Okay. I heard she's very respectful towards her father, unlike most youngsters. Fuck you, Dad! Only thing kids think about these days, love more than talking... Wait. The only thing kids these days love more than talking back to their parents is those baggy jeans. Shut up, you cow. Sorry, I do believe I've gone off on a bit of a rant. Did you need something from me? Tell me, have you heard of in the antique knows the Elysian box? The name's new to me. Can't help you at all. Will you leave me alone now? You reminded me of a gem of a puzzle that concerns a box, though. Cool, thanks. The patterned box. What have we here? 2 boxes shown below are actually the same box shown from 2 different angles, okay? Using invisible faces as a guide, reassemble the pattern of the box by placing the tiles in the unfolded view of the box. Don't forget each tile needs to go in the correct place and facing the correct direction, so you may need to rotate the tiles with your stylus. Yes, I see. All right, well, you are facing that way, and sadly you can't go either direction I need you to. Looks like the person is on this corner, kind of over here, because the arrow's pointing at the person, and the only side the arrow's pointing to is the one that has the person on it. So that would mean the spade is up here? No, the spade is on top, yeah. The spade's over there. So for you to be stamped there, bammo. You gotta rotate them too. That's incredibly annoying. Ow! Alright, stamp goes there. I guess the heart would be here. Dice puzzles are your favorite? Huh. Well, there you go. Okay, so... the opposite side of this is the tree. Which means, I believe... that needs to happen. The circle doesn't matter. It can be in any direction it wants. And then... I don't know if that's right. So if you're the spade, and you're the heart, and you're the... I just have a die, so I'm literally just like, I have a die. Let me visualize this that way. So you're the spade, you're the triangle, and you're the heart. The spade is there. yeah, the heart goes next to it there. Bam. And then down. It's spade, heart, triangle. Yeah, okay. It's there. Bup, and then bup. I think it's actually the triangle, so it would be like so. Yep. Okay, now then, it was spade, heart, triangle, so so the sun is opposite that. Cripes. Boy, that worked for this one, and then I really lost it. So triangle's up there. That's the heart. That's the spade. Yeah. Okay. Spade is touching the dude. Yep. I just don't know what fucking direction he'd be in. The dude is here, regardless. I think the sun is there, and then the tree is here. I just don't know the patterns they're in. My luck, it's probably that. No, that can't be it. Because if it's pointing at his head, that means when it's on its side like that, his hand is touching that part of the spade. And I can't change the spade. If it's touching that part of the spade. How is he facing? I might just look this one up. I'm bad at these puzzles. Fuck it, you'll do.
This should do the trick.
Nope. Yeah, I'm bad at these.
I suppose that's
Visualize the box when it's been unfolded. I'm gonna shoot you in real life, in game. Number is this? Yeah. Just look up the stupid answer. I'm terrible at these. Layton. Pandora. Whoop. Pandora. Box. Puzzle. 40. The answer, please. That's why. US version and the UK version, yeah. Seems the answer is different. Oh, there are different versions. The yellow circle goes directly above the spade. Interesting. Why are they different? Can you just show me... Oh, these are the hints. Just give me the solution. Oh, yeah, this is... I had this all wrong, jeez. All kinds of wrong. And I promise you, I never would have gotten it. Ever in 1,000 years. Not once would I have cracked that fucking code. Ever. Terrible at those puzzles, and yeah. Was it hard converting the 3D shape of the box into a 2D flat image? It sure fucking was. Well, hang me on the washing line and call me a bath mat. I never thought you'd solve that one. You seem like a nice man, so I'll be straight with you. I wouldn't talk about the box in these parts. But why? Well, it's complicated. Now I've given you my advice, so smarten up and follow it. Well, fuck. Layton, do you have a moment? Certainly, how may I be of assistance? It seems you've done a great deal of investigating today. Tell me, during the course of your inquiries, you didn't hear anything about my daughter, did you? Your daughter, sir? Yes, Katya, you see, she hardly ever comes home since her grandmother Sophia passed away. Sophia and my daughter were very close, so her death came as a great shock to Katya. If you should see her, would you please tell her father wishes her to come home? They've tried a lot of brute forcing to solve that one. No judging, I have the same issue. Yeah. It's a fine gentleman such as yourself delivers a message. She might just listen. Unfortunately, our train is leaving soon, so I may not be able to be much help at all. Katya is our only child. Our? She means everything to me, and I'd be forever in your debt if you could help me. What do you mean, our only child? I wonder what kind of person this Katya is. Yes, as good as mine, but judging from her family's upbringing, I imagine she's both beautiful and refined. Steady on, Professor. Nothing for me. Oh, this is Remy, right? Yeah. You've been inquiring around the village about an antique box. Yeah, that thing. People say it kills whoever manages to pry it open. Pandora's box, they call it. They don't. It's very annoying. I just found out about it during the course of my travels, but that box isn't what I'm really after. Well, then maybe you're supposed to ask, what are you looking for? A phantom town that's nowhere to be found on any map. Yeah, our. I think he meant his and his wife's, although it's an odd way to phrase it. Yeah. We're very near the end of chapter 2. Yeah, I mean, I figured. Chapter seems like it would make sense just in the village here. The only way in, I hear, is on the Mullantary Express. That train and its many mysteries have been the subject of my research for years. From what I can tell, the artifact you're after, this Elysian box, is also tied to the town. Wow! So when can we set out for it? How do we get there? Yeah, that's one detail I haven't managed to pin down yet. Maybe you whisper a password when you're on the train and whoosh! The track goes in a new direction. Anyway, it's probably something like that. Sure. I'll have to keep searching until I find a way in. Interesting. Thank you for your time. Professor, did you hear that? I think we finally have a new lead on this box. More lore. Yeah, I had gas there for a burp. Excuse me. It's pretty early to celebrate, but it looks like our journey to the Mullantary Express isn't over yet. All right, you two, let's start making our way towards the station. Okay, Professor. Nothing for me? Nope. Sorry, what? Oh, okay. How's the festival treating you dudes? Pretty righteous. This train isn't ready to move yet, so while you're waiting, I'll lay the sweet puzzle on you. Sammy's necklace. Sorry. Oh, what the fuck is Sam? Sammy has 8 chains with 7 links. What a rad dude. He wants to connect the chains to make a necklace. The jeweler says it will cost £2 each time he opens and closes a single link. As shown below, Sammy could open one end of each of the 8 chains and make one long necklace. However, that would cost £16, and the truth is there's a cheaper way to get the same result. The cheapest method possible, how much would it cost to make the necklace? Okay, so if I understand this right, it is £2 every time you need to open and close a link. Well, let's do just 1 and 2. Yeah. The thing is, you could just do like link, but what if you like cut both ends? Now it's £2 each time he opens and closes a single link. Yeah. So like if you go every other one, so like this one doesn't need to be cut at all. So I guess, yeah, it's just every other one and then attach it that way. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay, no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Cheapest method possible. How much it costs to make the necklace? What if I'm trying some outside the box thinking, what if I destroy one of these and like, so one, how many gaps do we have? We have we have 8. He literally counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many links are in the chain? Open the end of each of he has 8 chains with 7 links. Okay, so, but if I destroy one of these chains, like, hear me out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now that's completely gone. And you could, in theory, use each, like, link from this chain you've destroyed to connect the others, which would be 14? Because it's only 7 times 2 at that point. I think that works. Because then it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, completely destroy one chain and then use each individual link to connect the rest of them. So you're saving yourself 2 pounds, strictly speaking. A whopping 2 whole pounds. Anyway, yeah. 14, my boy.
And now to test my theory.
Yep.
Huh. Wonderful.
Yeah! Jumping up in the air. Yeah, take one of the 7 link chains, break each link apart, and use them to connect the remaining small chains together as shown in the illustration. If Sammy uses this method, he can get the necklace of his dreams for only 14 pounds. What a fucking cheapskate. You can't... It's the necklace of your dreams and you can't afford an extra $2? Like, fuck you. Monetary Express is back in business, baby. Get ready to ride, folks. You guys better hurry back to your seats. The train's ready to rock. Oh, I missed a bunch. Pass the apples, which house wear, a royal show-off, hat weather, and painting the flag. Well, step 1 is chat with Granny. A little puzzle catch-up, shall we? What's all this? Oh, it's all the house servants seeing her off.
Thank you so much.
What an enthusiastic voice acting performance. Called up a woman who just woke up and also her cat died. And learned English yesterday.
What's going on over there?
Not worth the hassle, knock 2 pounds off the asking price. Yeah, it seems a little silly. Can we do the granny puzzles before we end stream? That was my plan, yeah.
I believe we may have stumbled upon Mr. Anderson's dear daughter.
That's a cracking send-off she's having.
A cracking send-off.
Considering the size of the party, I doubt she's just going on holiday.
What robot ass delivery line was that? Yeah, I mean, I know it's a DS game, so the voice acting isn't great, but like, Luke and Layton nailed it. Even the what's her name? Flora. Flora's got some good line reads in, but damn. Katya, that's her name. Katya sounded awful. A diverging path. I mean, I'm only going to go up to 4 with the granny puzzles, but I can start tomorrow doing more granny puzzles. Just a little, cleaning house and all that. Just can't stop thinking about it. The phantom town we heard about, could the rumors be true? Well, the next stop on the line is a perfectly normal town of Luxenbell. Well then, how do we get to the phantom town? That's an excellent question, but I don't have the answer, Luke. If the Monetary Express does indeed head for parts unknown, the crew will know something about it. I don't understand how this... Like, it has to have tracks there, right? Surely this is something you can figure out by looking at the tracks. Professor Luke and Flora decided to make some inquiries with the crew of the train. Hell yes, still haven't found Liam yet, and he's really good. Well, yeah, he's Liam O'Brien. That's professional voice actor Liam O'Brien. I assume he's done a jolly good job on his voicing role. This is Granny's house, I think? No. This is Granny's house. Yep, here we go. All right, pass the apples. See how many I can get done before the end of stream. Johnny and Thomas are each carrying, each carrying some apples. If John gives Tom 1 apple, and the 2 men would each have the same number of apples. Each carrying apples. If he gives him 1, the 2 men would have the same number of apples. Okay, so he has 1 more apple than he does. Conversely, if Tom gave Johnny 2 apples, John would have 3 times the number of apples that Thomas has. Oh, one of these. These are not too bad. So he has 1 more apple, because if he gives it to him, they have the same number. So like if he has, for example, 5 apples and he has 4. Oh no, I guess he has to have 2 more than him, eh? So he has 6 apples, he has 4. He gives him 1, now he has 5. Conversely, if Tom gave Johnny 2 apples, he'd have 3 times the number of apples Tom has. Just doing some quick, maybe I sniped it. If he gave him 2 apples, he'd be down to 2, and you'd be at 8. 3 and 2 is not 8. Okay. So let's see. If you have 2 apples and you have 4, and he gives him 1, he'll be at 3 and 3. Sure. 3 and 3. You gave him 2 apples. Oh, he'd have 3 times. Well, then he'd be at 0. So that's okay. 3 and 5. Let's start with 3 and 5. All right. In 1 apple, you'd both be at 4. Easy. If he gave you 2 apples, you'd be... Conversely, if he gave him 2 apples, you'd be at 7, and you'd be at 1. Well, that's not how that works. We tried 6 and 4, so let's try 5 and 7. We can skip the if he gives him 1, they'll have the same number of apples, because as long as they're 2 apart, that's always going to be true. So let's focus on the... if he gives him 2, he'll have 3 times that. So if he gave him 2, he'd be at 9, and then he'd be at 3, which is correct. That all... We've done it. How many apples are each of the men holding? John's got 7, and Tom's got 5. 7, 5.
And now to test my theory.
Yep.
And there we have it.
That one's just trial and error. John has 7 apples, Tom has 5. As you can tell, if John gave Thomas 1 apple, both men would have 6. Additionally, if Thomas decided to give John 2 his apples, John would have 9, 3 times as many as Thomas. Yeah, that was just simple math. Which house where? Which horse where? Which house where? Below are houses. Oh, I thought those were arrows, I'll be honest with you. A, B, C, and D, each of which is a different color. Decipher the house's color from the following clues. The red house is closer to the pine tree than the blue house. Okay. The yellow house is closer to the lake than the greenhouse. Okay. The greenhouse is closer to the power pole than the blue house. Okay. By touching with the stars. Okay. D is either yellow, blue, or green. Okay, so D isn't red, and it's closer to the pine tree than the blue house, so you're red, you're blue. The yellow house is closer to the lake than the greenhouse. What if I made you yellow and you blue? The greenhouse is closer to the power line than the blue house. What if I made you yellow, you blue, and you green? Blue. The red house is closer to the pine tree than the blue house. Yep. The yellow house is closer to the lake than the greenhouse. Maybe. I'll say sure. The greenhouse is closer to the power pole than the blue house. Yep. And D. Okay.
Consider this puzzle solved.
Yeah. All right.
Wonderful.
That's right. This is one of those puzzles where you need to use the given conditions to deduce the answer. Yeah. Yeah. Insightful. Royal show-off. I put Clover in this game. That's weird. In a far-off country, there's a king whose favorite pastime is showing off the latest possessions he's collected. The subjects of the kingdom are forbidden from purchasing new items until the king has owned them for a month or so. Are you fucking serious? That's insane. Only once he's tired of his new purchase can common folk finally buy the item themselves. Are they buying it from him, or like there's a fridge on there? He buys a fridge and then I can't have a fridge of my own until it's commonplace to him? The other day, the king bought a new item that had him all but commanding his subjects to buy one as soon as possible. It would be a telephone. Duh. Who's he gonna call otherwise?
This should do the trick.
Fucking pointless unless someone else has a phone. That's correct. The telephone's the answer. After all, a phone isn't much use if no one's on the other end. Yeah. Easy. I figured that was going to be the last one, but I've got time for hat weather now. There is a fellow with very particular rules when he wears his hat. When it's sunny, he always wears his hat. Okay. When it's rainy, he doesn't wear his hat. That's weird. When it's cloudy, he doesn't wear his hat unless it's been cloudy for 2 days in a row, in which case he wears his hat on the second of these days. So if it was cloudy yesterday and it's cloudy today, he's wearing a hat today. Below is a schedule when this fellow decided to wear his hat over the course of a week. Use the panel to fill in the weather for each day of the week. Okay, well, he only wears his hat when it's sunny, he wears his hat. So 3 sun, 2 rain, and cloudy. He wears his hat. When it's rainy, he doesn't wear his hat. When it's cloudy, he doesn't wear his hat unless it's been cloudy for 2 days in a row, in which case he wears his hat on the second of these days. Absolute dumbass whimsies monarchs would have. Yeah, fair enough. So it must be raining that day. There's probably... He doesn't wear his hat when it's cloudy. I can't move that one. Okay, so there must be a 2 in a row fog day, or cloudy day. Unless it's been cloudy for 2 days in a row, in which case he wears his hat on the second of these days. Well, I can't move this one. He wears his hat on the second day. He didn't wear his hat that day, so the previous day wasn't cloudy. He doesn't wear it in the rain. But that's the thing, this is the only place I can put it, and he didn't wear his hat this day. Am I not getting something? It's sunny, he always wears his hat, right? When it's rainy, he doesn't wear his hat. When it's cloudy, he doesn't wear his hat, unless it's been cloudy for 2 days in a row, in which case he wears his hat on the second of these days. Yeah, so, like, from what I'm reading, if it's Wednesday and Thursday, he would be wearing his hat on a Thursday, because it's the second day. Unless it's been cloudy for 2 days in a row, in which case he wears his hat on the second of these days. But he didn't wear his hat on Wednesday, so it can't be here. Unless they're pulling a sneaky, and oh, I think they're doing that. I think that's what it is.
And now to test my theory.
Yep. That's what I was missing.
And there we have it.
The previous Sunday was cloudy and he didn't wear his hat. If you assume Monday was shown as the second cloudy day in a row, yep, wore a hat, yep. Aren't we cheeky, game? Aren't we just cheeky, hiding that information from me? All right, I'll do the last one since it's the end of stream, but we have one puzzle left in the ones I missed. Painting the flag. You have a pristine white flag that you... Oh, I'm French. You want to dye... dye into 3 sections as shown below. You have the 3 dyes. Remember to save. I will. No 2 adjacent sections of the flag can be the same color. Each section can only be 1 color and can't change the number of sizes or sections. Okay? You aren't allowed to mix the dyes. How many distinct possible flags are there? Ah, fuck. Alright, well, pristine flag, you want to dye 3 sections. No 2 adjacent sections can be the same color. Each section can only be 1 color. Can't change the number. Alright, so, well, you can have A, B, C. Let's just go through these. A, C, B. B, A, C. B, C, A. C, A, B, cab, C, B, A, but then, plot twist, you can have A, B, A, because those aren't adjacent. A, C, A, B, A, B, Bab, B, C, B, C, A, C, CAC, and C, B, C, which is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 by my count. And if that's wrong, I'm going to be very mad.
Here goes.
Shit. What did I get wrong? Give it another try. Hey, fuck you. That's not helpful at all. Try again. Hint. You have 3 dies and you can use on the flag, but it doesn't mean they're only... These are the only... Oh, white's an option. White's a fucking option. All right, well. God damn it. That's so many more. So we already have 12 where we haven't colored everything in. We have A, white, white, white. Or no, I can't do next to each other. So it's A, white, C, A, white, B, white, A, white, A, B, white, A, C, white. That's how many? Because I can just multiply it by 3 for the same effect at this point. Yeah. The answer is also white, A, B, then white, A, C. Oh, God, I'm better off just writing them all down. I trust my WWA. Yeah, that's 2 colors that are next to each other. That's whack. I'm better off just writing them all down and counting them. BWB, BWA, BWC, WBA, the network, the Women's Basketball Association. That's NBA, god damn it. The letters, like, shut up. Shut up, shut your face. WBC, 34, yeah, I don't feel like counting all these fucking things up, if I'm being honest with you. 34 is...
Here goes.
Just look up the answer otherwise. It is not 34.
Well, I'm stumped.
This is puzzle 54. Yeah, just give me the answer. I don't care. 36. Okay, it's just 36. 30. All right, Token, relax. 36. There you go.
Let's see if this works.
Let's see if this works. Oh, it's a piece of cake. There you go. That is fucking... Yeah, that's more or less what I did. 36. All right. Well, that's all she wrote. That's going to be it for me today. Be back tomorrow with more Layton. Seems we're headed to a new town with potentially an imposter in our midst. And an incredibly poorly voice-acted woman is also on the train now. Good night, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. Toodle pip, and I will see ya, next time.